Yeah, I was on with Tim just now for an hour, and he's sending. We're experimenting. Hello, everybody. We're
Welcome,
experimenting
people in
with this
iBasherland.
new feature, this YouTube feature, where you can be doing a live thing. When it ends, you can send your audience smoothly and swiftly over to another live thing. So
Is that
we're
right?
that's what he's going to do. So he's going to overlap me by a few minutes, and then people will come over. If you build it,
Well,
people will come. They will come.
bum, ba-dum, bum, bum, ba-dum, bum, bum. I don't remember what was that little Bashers theme last week. I forgot it.
I'm surprised. I was going to ask you. I was going to say, what was our theme?
I should have heard it. I should have listened to it once. So you know what I'll do? I'll build it this week.
It sounded like something else for a second. That's all I remember. It sounded like you were singing some other. What's the name of a little ditty that they write for a commercial?
A bumper, a jingle,
jingle. Thank you. The word escaped me. It sounded like a jingle I had already heard.
Oh, yeah, probably. I mean, it was just something. It's probably something that was in me head. No, just probably just said it. That was all. Oh, hey everybody. Hey Scott. Hey Justin. Hey Justin. Hey Robert. Hey Mark. Hey Flippin' Zippo. Hey Larry. Hey everybody. Welcome to Saturday night, and we got a lot of fucking. It's the Hollywood elite. It's finally come to a head, and we're gonna have to. I think we should have a prayer circle, because the serpents of the Democratic Party and all of those who lay with Satan have finally come to their day of reckoning. And I think we should praise Jesus for that, because it's time. Fred Savage, he's even got the name correct. He's a savage.
He's a savage.
Him and Frank Langella, who played Dracula, he's a succubus. He's been sucking the souls and the prey of women and men, because I read his book, and he's bisexual, which is the sin and abomination against Jesus Christ. Can I have an hallelujah? Hallelujah.
No, but he's nothing to do with that kind of stuff, is it? He's not. No.
Frank Langella's was sexual, and Fred Savage's was professional. Apparently, Fred Savage is domineering and prone to tantrums and yelling. He's yelling at people, apparently. And there's, they said there's an investigation, and then they fired him.
So it's true.
Well, I mean, it's true if they ask the people that were involved who said it. I mean, listen,
Yeah.
I mean, these shows, these TV shows, Fred Savage has been a star since he's a little child here. The Wonder Years.
Yeah.
And then, you know what I hate? The news said Fred Savage accused again. Apparently, when he did the Wonder Years, there was some makeup artist had said that these two boys who were like young teens had did some provocative things. We're talking about young boys, so it was immediately dismissed, and the whole cast were like, "No, it didn't happen." But now they're bringing that up as if this repeat offender has finally come to justice. He's 45 now.
Jesus,
that happened when he was like 13.
Well, I read the thing about Frank Langella, and I like him as an actor.
He's a brilliant actor.
And I think it's kind of it's absurd what they did to him, because he was doing a love scene. Wasn't he filming a love scene?
He was filming,
and he was improvising, and he just touched her leg. And you're doing a love scene. Come on. Aren't you acting as if you're making love, right?
Right.
And he touched her leg, and then she fucking ran to the cancel police. Like, what the hell?
She screams, "Cut! That's not in the blocking." Well, he is 85 or 84 years old, and he's doing The Fall of the House of Usher. So this is a classic role.
Right.
And he's having a love scene with a much younger woman,
right?
Which I guess is pertinent to the story.
Sure.
And he touched her leg, not her bottom, not her breasts, not her netherworld. He touched her leg in an act where he was acting, caught up in the spontaneity of it all. And she called the cancel police. And now Frank Langella, after a 60-plus year career,
is cancelled.
is canceled, and he is furious and speaking out about it. And I think it's really cool. And in the day and age of Amber Heard, we need to listen to both sides now, because what's going to happen, and I think what is happening, and listen, you're a straight guy, I'm a gay dude, and then there's women. I mean, I can't tell you how many times I was either groped or harassed or any of that crap when I was a young, pretty thing. And I generally would either smack them on the hand and say, "You're fresh," or "I don't think so," or something equally rude if it was in a public place. I'm not a woman. It's a big difference because, I'm technically less, I'm not the fairer sex. So, it's more of a power play when a man does it. But I don't think an 85-year-old actor who's in a lovemaking scene is a threat to you. Had he done something, shoved his tongue down her throat or touched her bottom or breasts or any of those things that were overtly sexual, touching someone's leg does not a pervert make, especially when you're in a lovemaking scene. So
right now, Harvey Keitel is like laughing his ass off. Didn't he masturbate for real on set? Didn't he do that on?
Wow.
Yeah, he did in the Bad Lieutenant.
Oh,
I'm not sure if it was that scene. There's a kind of a very erotic and disturbing scene in the Bad Lieutenant where he catches two young underage girls driving their dad's car.
Yeah,
and they're terrified of getting into trouble. So he makes them kind of mime sexual acts, and he jerks off
on camera.
And I think he jerked off for real. And then he was fired from another role because he jerked off on the scene as well. And they were like, Harvey, you were supposed to just act. You weren't supposed to actually do the thing. Right now he'd be cancelissimo right now.
Once,
right?
Shame on you, twice shame on me. What about Vincent Gallo and that oral sex scene with Chloe Sevigny? Remember that? Apparently that was a real blowjob. Do you know that it's called the Blue Bunny or the Bad Bunny?
He's a good actor. He was in.
He is a good actor.
Buffalo 66, right? Yeah,
correct. Yeah.
He's a little bit Joaquin Phoenix. That guy,
He's a lot of bit Joaquin Phoenix. I think Joaquin Phoenix kind of stole from the page of Vincent Gallo because he's a super eccentric. So yeah, I think so. The Brown Bunny. Thank you, Roar of the Tiger. It's the roar of the tiger. It's the bunny of Brown.
DJC, he got bumped over from Tim. Thank you, Tim. Great to have everybody over here. Hope you're having fun so far. We're going to talk about stuff, not magic. Watches. If you want to talk watches, that's no problem. It's not off bounds.
We can talk a little watches.
We can talk a little watches, no problem. But on the iBashers, we tend to talk about everything else, if that's okay. So if you get confused and you're like, is this a watch show or what? Like, what's going on with this watch channel? I don't need to hear about other stuff. Maybe you've come to the wrong place, and we can call you a taxi if you like to take you home. You came to the wrong show. Who else we got? We got Air King Ben joined from Tim, even though he's already subbed. Yeah, we're gonna overlap a lot. There's Tim. Say hello to Timeless Watch Channel, guys. Thank you, Tim. And I'm gonna pay the favor back, of course.
Of course, thank you, Timmy.
In the near future with Tim, of course.
I did take a beautiful picture of that gorgeous Datejust, which was from 1978.
I knew it was proper, vintage, because it had acrylic. Yeah,
acrylic crystal. I don't know. They don't have a cool name for it like we do. Hesalite. But it was absolutely. It was a brown. It was a black dial that had gone tropical, which was really cool, and it was two-tone. Oh, it was gorgeous. But it was a 34. It's very small.
Very, very small.
It was very small.
Time. Yeah.
Different era. Yeah. So we could talk about that if you want, but we have other things to talk about. John C. wants to know if you're going to have an affair with Blondie. Well, that remains to be seen. They're worlds apart, oceans apart, worlds away. She's adorable and she's smart as hell. So And
There's Tim Wright.
we require incredible respect for the women that come on this this channel. By the way, guys,
Yeah, no fucking
no
around,
dirty
guys.
talk because you
Yeah,
will be
please.
ejected immediately.
Immediately.
If
Yeah.
you guys want to go masturbate on your own, you can go do that on your Chatterbait channel, and that's it. Don't do it here because it's nasty.
Thank you for $5, Tim Wright.
Tim Wright. Thank you, Tim. Yeah,
There's a quote for you. We're gonna make this right. What's that from? We are gonna make this right.
you and I watch different movies. I'm always like, fuck, I don't know.
That's Glen Ross.
Oh shit, yeah, we do watch that
Jack
one.
Lemmon.
Jack Lemmon.
Yeah.
My favorite scene is when he asks, like, Carol, book me 2 first-class tickets. Oh, the sadness of that phone booth scene is just pathetic. And it was masterful. And if Oscars are worth anything, he should have got one, even though he had 2 already. He deserved
He's
it.
He's always the best actor in the room. There's no
always the best actor in the room.
Yeah,
always.
You can't. This guy's pretending to be me, but like, dude, if it's funny and clever, stay in. Absolutely. I saw you making some other nasty quips in the other
Was it
stream,
nasty?
but if you want to be, So
hi, gents.
Okay.
Knowing me,
I'm a big boy. I can handle it.
Knowing me, knowing you. Aha. All that jazz that you can do. Oshina lets his mind loose. I don't think you need to.
I don't know if you can add a lot to it, but if you want to try, Mr. British look to you, man.
Yeah.
There's Jacob. Hey, Jacob.
Hey, Jacob.
From Milan. Oh, Jacob's on his way here. Jacob was married and he's on his honeymoon and he's coming through Italy. So it won't be long before we are having drinks in the Piazza San Marco, myself and Jacob. So great to see you, man. And his lovely bride, of course. Eyes Wide Shut was an amazing movie. Pocket Watch Time is here. Yes, great movie.
It's worth a rewatch. I haven't seen it in a couple of years. I really need to see it.
Okay, that's clever. That's clever. Because there's word going around that I love myself too much, is
that right?
Too much up my own ass. So that's actually pretty clever. I'll hand you that, man. That's pretty good. I love you.
He's not debuting it on this show, but everyone, that's his Oisin's new kitchen in his new gaff. He's in a new place. And
last night,
oh yeah, you were on Who Needs a Drink?
Yeah, I did.
Right.
Who Needs a Drink? Yeah, and I brought cereal.
Oh, I saw, of course, cereal immediately. I think he did a nice job with the lighting because I know what that room looks like, and I'm like, wow, it looks really super cozy. You got all the amber light. Very nice. Yeah.
Don't say the word amber these days because it means something else. Have you been watching it?
Oh, Amber Heard. I watched every minute of it. I can't get enough of that. I can't get enough of her and the absurdity and why it's such a waste of we don't shoot on film anymore, but my God.
They should shoot it right for a movie. Yeah.
I'm like, it will be because, well, I know the joke is going around that no one will ever hire again because now we've realized what a bad actress she is. I mean, I don't think I've ever spoken to anyone who has any sympathy. No one believes her. No one.
I asked my daughter, who is very progressive, and she's kind of Me Too-ish and stuff. And I'll say I'm a bit more anti-cancel culture than she. And not even she's not even on her side. And I was like, isn't there because there's Justice for Johnny and all of these groups. Isn't there an pro Amber Heard one? Like a bunch of lesbians in a room with all their cats, like someone, I don't know. And she was like, no, there isn't. It doesn't exist. The whole world is against this woman. And I learned last night that Paul McCartney played a gig the other night. I can't remember which town. He played a gig and he did My Valentine. And on the screen in sync came up that bit with Johnny playing the guitar solo.
Oh.
Because you've seen that video, right? Johnny Depp plays the guitar solo. I don't know if he originally played the solo or just mimed it for the video. But apparently he came up on the screen on the Megatron or whatever.
And did the people go wild?
They probably went nuts.
I mean, you never know. I mean, you think Paul is gonna be the crowd for Johnny? You would think, because it's all peace and love, you know. I understand why. You think, oh, peace and love, everyone, but you never know, because people who go and shell out $1,500 at a Paul McCartney. I heard his tickets were really expensive,
Oh yeah.
and
I
it's
can't
like,
see why they wouldn't be pro Johnny, that crowd.
yeah, I think that they would be. I think they
Yeah.
would be.
Yeah.
McCartney's having a bit of not the same kind of trouble Bon Jovi's having, mind you,
What
which
trouble
is,
is he having?
oh, do you not know anything about that at all?
No, no.
John Bon
Sorry.
Jovi looks like he's had a stroke. This has been happening for a while. I mean, it's like you couldn't give a fuck, but in my hard rock world, but John Bon Jovi, he can't sing at all anymore.
Oh, I
And
did see it. I did see it. There's a thing going around TikTok. Not that I have. I mean, I have it, but I don't use TikTok. But it spills over into Instagram, so I
yeah,
see it there in the
it's
reels.
heartbreaking to
I
see it.
saw a clip with him singing, and he can't reach any of the notes, and
No, it's
it's
all one
like,
note. He's
dude,
talking it.
just stop, just stop. You won. You won
Yeah,
in life. You were a mega rock god.
yeah.
How many women did you sleep with? How many
Nowhere near as
millions do
many
you
as you'd
have?
think, because he's,
You know.
he left his wife. They were engaged forever. He left her for Diane Lane, or what they broke up, and then he went
Oh, he
back.
was
And
with Diane Lane. I'm so
he
jealous.
was in the heyday, in
Ooh,
both of their heydays, when they were both
oh,
outrageously beautiful.
oh, okay.
My quick opinion on John Bon Jovi is that it's mental. I don't think it's physical in any way. He's not even 60, or he's 60, and he's in great shape. But
Yeah, he's
somebody,
in good shape.
Justin Hawkins rides again. Do you watch that channel? The
No,
Justin Hawkins channel? It's great. Everyone should watch it. He's the singer for The Darkness. He's
actually,
got
I do watch that channel. Sorry, I didn't know his name. I've watched a
yeah,
couple of his episodes. They popped up. Yeah, he's
yeah.
quite cynical. That guy. He's a bit of a curmudgeon,
He's
correct? Musical
no,
curmudgeon.
no, no. He's funny as fuckery.
Okay,
Um,
sorry.
and he's got the Justin Hawkins rides again. Then he does the Freddie Mercury again. It's very cute. But he said Botox, and then I looked this up, and people who get Botox injections, it can cause paralysis of the vocal cords, and that's what
Ah,
it looks like. I'm not saying that's what's happening with John, though he does
okay,
look very devilishly handsome.
okay.
Um,
Yeah, he's probably
he can't.
fighting the aging. Yeah.
It's not just that he can't hit the notes. He's got no timing. Like, angel smile is what you sell. They promise you heaven, and but he can't get the beat. He's
Oh, he
way
can't lock it in.
behind.
Oh
No,
shit.
he's miles behind. He's like, angel smiles. I can't even do it without.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But he's like, so what you, and it's all one note. And it sounds like he's had a stroke. And
Wow.
and he's a much better singer than people give him credit for. The guy was a great raspy rock singer. He was great. He gets no credit for being a great rock singer, and he was great. And
There's a
it's
super
very
chat.
sad to see anybody.
Time to unwind. 8.99. You're a fucking goat already. Oshin, hats off, brother. Sirio is too far away. Bring him closer. I can't. I mean, that's the closest. If I put him here, you won't. Will you see him?
I agree.
Like, I'd have to put him on something.
You have to put him on a pedestal where he belongs.
I got a bottle of Talisker Sky earlier. I can use that.
Just don't tap it with your elbow.
I know.
Don't do it.
Thank you for the. You're right. Dirk is the goat. By the way, all the super chats tonight are going to Dirk to keep him coming back. So please, guys, if you feel like super chatting, don't be shy. See, I can't.
Don't forget to like and subscribe, and don't forget to hit the bell so you get a notification every time I've got a brand new video. Something Oshin will never do.
If you guys feel like it, don't be shy. It also helps when I'm going through the comments to separate them one from another. But if you're not into it, I understand. It's fine.
Diane Lane is what. Yeah, Diane Lane is collectively, from all of my friends, say she's the one of the quintessential, if not the bang of her era.
Well, the thing about her, it's not just that. I mean, she is a very particular looking girl, very beautiful, obviously. But it's not just that. It's the role she's played she's managed to put a lot of lust and all of that guilty lust. It's not just Unfaithful, by the way, which is a very difficult film for a red-blooded male to watch. Just in case you don't know,
I've seen it 50 times.
yeah, it's a great movie. But she was also in a movie called A Walk on the Moon years ago.
Sure.
With what's the Danish guy speaks all the languages and he was in Lord of the Rings, whatever. Viggo Mortensen. And they have a love affair, and it's all that too. And she has that guilt. She really acts that guilt. Maybe that's why she got the role later in Unfaithful. She has that guilt of a woman who really enjoyed herself but feels bad about it, you know. And there's some perfect harmony right there on the screen. She's extremely sexy. Wasn't she with Christopher Lambert?
She
She had a kid with him.
She did.
Yeah.
I mean, Unfaithful is hard to watch because that French twat goes to Richard Gere, goes, well, I give you things that you are incapable of giving her. And so he says, he says in the movie, and then he takes the obelisk and he cracks his head open. I give her something you cannot give her.
I better be careful. If I ever say something like that and Serio's nearby, I might get Serio cracked over my head.
Jesus Christ. I mean, you would never say that. What an arrogantly twatty French thing.
Yeah, it's horrible. Oh, that scene is kind of good. Like she goes in.
Oh, it is.
Well, somebody mentioned also Elizabeth Shue leaving Las Vegas. Oh, you're so right, man. Corvette, man, you're so right.
Where did she go?
She just after that was her role of a lifetime, and after that she did stupid crap. Like she was in one Woody Allen film. She was in Deconstructing Harry, and it wasn't even that great a role. But there is a good scene in that. The comedian, shit. Now all the names are gone because I'm drinking. Anyway, they go down to hell. He goes to hell, and he finds his dad. And he's like, I'm Jewish. I don't even believe in hell. He's like, well, where do you want to go? I forgive him. I forgive my father. Okay, well, if you forgive him, he's allowed out. Where do you want to go? Take me to a Chinese restaurant. Chinese restaurant.
Who's the Jewish? I never saw Deconstructing Harry. Who is
good? The Jewish father. I don't know.
Is it Jackie Mason or somebody like that?
No. But Billy Crystal is the devil, and he steals Elizabeth's shoe. And then they have this horrible conversation. He pours him a drink, and they have a horrible conversation about women. Thank you, Cushy. Yes, I was trying to think. Look at my audience. My God. Our audience, excuse me. They're the best, man. These guys know more than we do.
Yeah, smart.
So he goes, have you ever, they're talking about girls they've bedded, you know, and it's disgusting. It's Woody at his most vile. It's great. And Billy Crystal goes, have you ever slept with a blind woman? He goes, no. And he goes, oh, they're so grateful. Oh, it's so bad. There's so many clangers in that movie. She was in that clearly because Woody sees women in movies and falls in love with them and casts them.
Yeah.
He wields his power so he can get to kiss them on the fucking set. Okay, of course he does that. He's like, I'm
You're not helping his case out.
I know, I'm not helping. Well, that's pedophilia. That's a whole other thing. So anyway,
it's not true.
Yeah, probably not. But anyway, she was in that, and then she disappeared. That was Leaving Las Vegas was her best role. She played the prostitute. She gets beaten up by all those weirdos. Oh, Alejandro, great to see you, man.
Alejandro,
Good for you. You must look great, man.
I don't smoke or drink, and I just poured me a glass of Bailey's on the rocks.
That's what non-drinkers always drink is Bailey's. My friend Jonathan from Aruba.
Well, enjoy that Bailey's. I hope it hits you.
Drink it in exactly 5 seconds because non-drinkers, they just go like that. It's like
because it's like a vanilla shake, right?
Yeah, it's a vanilla shake. Yeah,
but he's gonna have a Cohiba. He's got access to Cubans.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
Thank you, Alejandro. Alejandro,
thank you so much,
Alejandro. By the way, the new Gaga song is absolute garbage. She did a song for Top Gun Maverick. It sounds like Diane Warren wet her bed. It's so bad. And I love Gaga.
Do Bang Bang with an orchestra.
Bang Bang, the Sonny and Cher song?
Yeah. I saw her do that.
Wow.
Yeah, that's on YouTube.
Is it?
It's kind of electric. She's good, you know.
It's a
She's
great song. Bang,
yeah,
bang, you shot me down. Bang, bang. Great.
yeah.
Sonny Bono
Greg,
wrote a
and
lot of songs, man.
been watching most eye bashers at 2 a.m. feeding my 2-month-old. That's nice.
Oh,
Well, hopefully we can help you through the white nights, man. Finally get to catch one live. Thanks for entertaining us. P.S. Having a mint julep for the julep for the Derby. Of course, it's Derby weekend, right? The Derby,
it's
the
the
Kentucky
Derby.
Derby.
It's Kentucky Derby.
Derby.
That's happening about now. It goes on about 6.
You got to get dressed up in a hat and stuff, right?
I used to bartend a lot of Derby parties for this very wealthy closet homosexual Mr. Carey in his ridiculous apartment on Park Avenue and 61st Street. And I would just mix up the mint juleps for the ladies wearing their fascinators, their giant hats. Gentlemen were wearing, pinstripes and seersucker. And everyone was all decked out in their finery. It was just wonderful. I'll tell you.
Finery.
Their finery. The girls would show up.
You do that accent before. In their finery.
The girls were showing up in their finery. It's like a kind of basic little Louisiana kind of drawl, just slight, like something Tennessee Williams would have, like a gorgeous mint julep, darling. Yeah.
Great, man. I can't do that accent at all. Des, thank you. $20.
Here's Des. I'm having a drink now. Do you know what I did last week? I was having the
Select,
and I'm having an Aperol.
I'm
back. You know what? I haven't had one in a while, and it's fucking gorgeous.
Okay, all right.
And
Maybe that's the problem with Aperol. You overdo it and then you hate it. And
I haven't had it in a while, and I'm making it.
When I first watched Unfaithful, I was thinking, yes, yeah. I know, man. I watched it last week and found myself feeling sorry for Richard Gere. Oh, I absolutely felt sorry for him.
Yeah, he was a bore, though, right?
He did.
It was his fault that she cheated on him because he wasn't paying attention to this lovely bird he's got.
I don't know if that happened in that movie. Was he not paying attention? He was a businessman.
He was. She was feeling, unloved, unwanted, untouched. Which is women. I'm not generalizing for women because I'm not one, but that's far more important to the fairer sex. Like we can, we can touch
the money
ourselves
and the gifts.
I don't know. I just think like,
sorry,
geez, if you want to have a bit of a Roger, you could Roger yourself, and then, geez, I'm hungry.
Right.
Time for a snack.
It's because a woman needs to feel wanted.
And I don't disagree with that.
If you don't do that, then it's like, what's wrong with me? He's going to go look for something else, or what's wrong with me? I'm drying up. I've got cobwebs.
Right, which she was not. And Richard Gere is, whatever. I mean, I think most straight men would agree that is one handsome fella. Richard
Why are
Gere.
You saying this, Adam Crossfire? Don't you dare diss the Gaga. We just complimented the Gaga.
I absolutely adore her. I just think that new song is just beneath her level of genius.
Okay.
Yeah. No, it's just a very by the numbers kind of Diane Warren song.
Oh, it is.
Thanks, Mark.
P.
Thank you, Mark. Cheers. I adore
Cheers.
Gaga, and she thinks she's a genius. She is a genius. The girl's amazing.
Look, my drink kind of matches the color profile of the.
It does.
Channel,
what is that? Is that Talisker?
This is Talisker Sky, and it's in a kind of an old 70s kind of glass.
I love that glass.
I think everything kind of matches. Look, the gold watch.
Yeah, that's gorgeous. Look at the Jesus Christ.
It's too much,
It's too much. You know what? Throw that AP out, because that's way prettier.
Okay, now I'm gonna put it on. You're gonna take back.
No, I don't think so, because I don't have that affair. I mean, I think that they're okay. Oh, by the way, right after the guy left today with that lovely date, just this kid walks in with a gorgeous Panda dial
Daytona.
And he was like 21. And I went, did you pick that out? He goes, no, my parents gave it to me. I was like, that's why this bar's in this neighborhood. I was like,
yeah, in Gramercy. Jesus. Sorry, I wasn't supposed to say that. Wow. Well, that's how did it look in the flesh? Nice.
I said, you have any idea what that is? He goes, it's a Rolex.
Oh dear
Yeah,
Lord.
yes, it's a Rolex.
Yes, it is, my friend. My
Yeah.
God.
Meanwhile, I don't love those watches. I think Speedmasters are prettier, but that's just me. It's nice. The other one's prettier.
Really?
I mean, that's, it's very angular. It's very Gerald Genta. I mean, it's a beautiful
Gerald
thing.
Ginta. Yeah.
Are we saying his name wrong all these years? Is it not Gerald Genta?
Gerald Ginta.
It's
You can say
Ginta.
Gerald Ginta or Ginta. It might be more on the German side of the pronunciation.
Ginta. Like Gunta.
Ginta, yeah.
I mean, it looks like a
Ginta.
machined piece of steel. It looks very
It's
machined.
industrial. It looks nice next to Sirio.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Sirio suits it, right? Because it's like space.
Now hold that up next to the gold bluesy.
I shouldn't be showing these watches in the same frame because people are like, let's find his address and knock him off right now because it's.
Ocean's got a gun. Ocean's got a gun.
Like how you speak through song, saying things that could otherwise get me arrested. Just put it in a song. Doesn't mean anything. I was joking, officer.
Yeah. Well, these are really Folex, right? That's a Folex, and that's
yeah, these are fake. These aren't real. Yeah,
that's a Fraudemar Piguet.
Oh my God, you just came out with that, didn't you? Fraudemar Piguet.
It's a Fraudemar Piguet.
Legend. Fucking legend. I can't believe
Fraudemar.
That happened live, didn't it? Admit
It
it.
did.
You just came out with you psychopath. That's great. Okay, I'm going back
They're
to
not
gold.
real.
Okay,
like he's going to have them on his premises. By the way, he doesn't live in Venice. You know where he lives? Bayonne, New Jersey. Venice, me arse. It's green screen. The magic of green screen.
Oh God, don't ask Dirk about Radiohead.
I don't know anything about Radiohead.
I like Radiohead. They're good.
Yeah, I missed the boat on that all. Because,
Where'd you park the car? Where'd you park the car? Car. Where'd you park the car? Where'd you park the car? It's like
I've tried. Right? I have the Benz, and I liked it when it came out.
Ben's amazing album.
And then I was just like, I think that they try really hard to be weird. And that bothers me when bands try to do something specifically. Like if it was natural, I don't know. I could be wrong. So I know they're a big band, and I'm not going to diss them at all. I like them. But then again, I fall in love with songs sometimes with bands that I don't like. Like I was in, what's the pretty town in Como that's at the little apex? What's that called? Como. It's
Como?
Like the most fancy town in Como.
I don't know. Como
help
north
us out.
Of Milano.
No.
Lake Como.
Lake Como, fancy town. Fanciest town that there is. Bellagio.
Oh, Bellagio.
So I'm in Bellagio, right? And I hear this industrial shit, and then this guy goes, I know what you're thinking. That some kind of madness is taking its toll, and it was Muse, and I was like, this is fucking incredible. And then I bought the album and I hated it.
Because every song
sounded the same.
And he went,
he's always going, I sliding. Yeah, he's doing all that shit. But that's what makes
long.
Yeah, you hate legato singers.
I hate legato singers.
You hate them because he hates. What is it? Cigarettes and chocolate milk. These are just a couple of my cravings. Rufus Wainwright.
Yeah, put some space between the notes for crying.
He's a very legato singer. And he does this in between every line. Everything about it is a little bit stronger.
He has to get as much air in as possible because he can't just take a stop. That guy needs to go hang out with Roger Waters, who goes, if I had been God.
Yeah. I mean,
if I had been given the nod, Space, 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 space,
It
space,
could go
space,
the other way
space.
though, because there are some singers like that guy Ben Platt, who I love. What drives Paul crazy is that he cuts off all the cuts everything off. I want to tell you about it tonight. It does that. It's like a weird thing. I don't know.
Weird.
I mean, I like Rufus. I'm reading Rufus Wainwright's sister's book right now, and it's very amusing because she's smart and funny
She
and
wrote a
devilish.
book. What the fuck is that about?
Martha Wainwright. She's, if you know Rufus very well, she's pretty. She makes records like "Shut Up, You Dirty Fucking Asshole." That's like one of her big songs. She's kind of crude, but in a clever
I
way.
didn't know there was a career there at all. I didn't know there was an artist.
Martha Wainwright has a small career. You know,
Wow.
I mean, his father was super famous and his mother was super famous. The McGarrigle sisters in Canada, big folk stars. And then their father is Loudon Wainwright III, who's, I think his music is crap. But he's a kind of parody singer. I mean, he'd probably disagree with me by saying that. I think he's a
By the
protest
way,
singer.
look at this deep.
No, it was Bellagio. But thanks. Lugano is
I
a
know
different lake.
Lugano is in Switzerland, right?
Lugano is in both Italy and Switzerland.
Oh, it's on both. Okay.
Yeah, it's in both.
Just thought that was interesting. That's all.
Yeah, Lugano. Lugano is beautiful.
Good guess.
Yeah, Bellagio was like Como is so big, but I mean, like we were in Sermayone. It's like the Sermayone of Como. It's like this little apex. But yeah, anyway, that's where I heard the Muse song, which I still like that song a lot. I like it. It's a good song. I wish I could write electronic-y things. I don't have it in me. You do. You think that way sometimes.
Sure, I can do that stuff.
Yeah, you do that well because you've done it,
Miko.
and it's good. Yeah, Blondie. Oh, hi, Blondie. Look, let me just get up to her because look at how cute is this. Hey, darling. Richard Gere's character was wet black. Yes, he was. He was in. God, I have a business summit this evening, and you know, and she's like got wine on the table. It's time to rewatch that film. We'll reanalyze it. But
I can't watch that film.
Oh,
it's just it's a lot for me.
What about that French wet rat, that Oliver Martinez twat?
Well, women think he's hot, no?
I mean, knocked up Halle Berry. No.
He knocked up Halle Berry, did he?
Yeah.
You know, the darkest scene in that movie for me is when she goes by to see him and she sees him down the street with some other girl. And she chases after him and she bashes him with her handbag, you know, how many girls, what number am I, kind of thing. And he's like, calm down. She goes up the elevator with him because he has one of those classic, like, Soho loft elevators.
It's you got to pull the gate.
Fucking one of those things, right? Every one of them.
Can we talk about how Hollywood and television shows, they don't have a set continuity expert? Why does everyone have an elevator that opens up to their loft apartment?
Hard left. Let me finish what I was saying.
Go.
So they go up and she's screaming at him and she's fucking angry. And then he starts grabbing her and he starts turning it into sex. And she's mad at him like for cheating, but she's also mad because she wants him. She doesn't want other women to have him. So then he starts and he's like, say it. Say fuck me, you know. She's like, you know, it goes dark in the hallway. It's like, I'm like, oh my god, this like deep dark psychological shit in this fucking film, man. Anyway, you were saying continuity?
It doesn't matter now after that scene.
Right.
Fuck. And I hate that shit too. Who cares about? There's no realistic apartments or houses in movies and TV, but that scene that drives me crazy. I have two people in my life, my old boss and my friend my coworkers. He knows who they are. I'm not going to name them, Diane and Chris, but they hated each other. And I was like, well, how long you guys been fucking? Because I could smell it a mile away. Like they were seething at each other. And of course they're a couple now and they're a great couple. And I mean, there was so much shit between them. And I could just tell that the sexual energy was crazy. So that's a real thing, you know, and he, you know, gave her the bang of her life, if that's politically incorrect enough to say. And I apologize, Louisa, because I know you're listening and I'm sorry to talk like that. But I mean, it's a palpable thing. It's real. You know, people, when they get on the edge of anger, you know, a pleasure is not that far away. It's not that different. is it?
Alejandro said, if you hit the like button, you have a better chance of getting the call from your AD. Cheers. That's a
Yeah,
nice thing to say. Okay,
but
hit the like button,
hit the
everybody.
like button. But what? We're at the Joe's watches dealer, and the call from your AG, like, not the Rolex dealer.
It's great when the crowd are saying, "Guys, hit the like button," because they realize
Thanks, man.
we're distracted by talking about Diane Lane and the French dude, and we're not thinking about the important stuff.
Well, what's the important stuff?
I don't know. Super chat, all of that, you know.
Super chat, right?
Back to Des.
Did you hear Billy
Bill
Connolly?
Connolly.
I love him.
Drunk guys singing in-house parties. I'll listen out for it, man. I love him.
He's a genius.
Larry Donovan.
Fraudemar.
Should I have to? You got it. Yeah, you got to coin that.
Can I
conceal that?
Okay. Copyright to 2022. Dirk Kennedy at eyebashers.com. Thank you.
Fraudemar, gay.
Yeah, it was pretty good. Thank you, Aperol. Just a tip for Turks Kid singing. Thank you, Marc Girard. Tudor Pepsi GMT. Aren't they pretty?
Yeah.
I have a serious love affair with
I have one of those. They're beautiful. Yeah.
You do have one.
I do. Yeah.
I'm not the Rolexy guy, but man, I almost faint when I see like a 70s Pepsi that's all got a faded dial. I actually my blood starts to leave I pool in my feet. I get so lightheaded when I see it. I just go, oh God, those GMTs are gorgeous. Not the new ones, not the ceramic-y fuckers.
No, you like the old ones.
I don't like those. Those look like
you like the old faded patina ones.
Yeah. Ooh, fuck.
Yeah.
They're just so on a jubilee. Die. They're gorgeous.
Blondie says that movie wouldn't be produced now. They wouldn't make Unfaithful now. Maybe because it's kind of it shows the weakness of women, which isn't the flavor of the day right now, is it?
You gonna come on and say hi to us tonight?
She might. She might do that.
You're invited, darling.
What about Dana? You want to text her and see if she's around?
Yeah, I will.
You text her because I texted her yesterday.
I shall.
She was
both favorite to go comfort and equivalent watch. Oh man, that's an interesting favorite to go comfort food. Mozzarella sticks for me. Really? I'll buy them anywhere. If they're on any menu, I will order them.
Wow.
And I will seek them out when I want them. But I think White Castle has the best in the world. They're incredible.
Never tasted them.
They're amazing. Do you like a mozzarella stick? Is it something you'd be interested in?
Yeah, I don't know.
Do you like Yeah, I mean it's a crap.
It's not really my thing.
I don't go for fast food in any way ever, but I do like a mozzarella stick, especially if you've been drinking. They're delicious. I used to get them after your gigs, after Mr. North shows. Oh, really? On Queens Boulevard at White Castle. That's where I discovered them. And they're like 10 for $1. They're some ridiculous price. And
so White Castle like 40 burgers for $20 or something.
They're not even $1. I think they're like 70 cents or 60 cents. I remember when I was a kid, they were like 19 cents. So
I made a mistake earlier. I went to do a pizzeria here. I had a pizza.
And
so I mean, it was okay. Tired? It was good. It just, I can't eat pizza. It's a rock in my stomach.
Well, you probably have a bit of either hyperglycemia, which runs in my family as well. When I eat bread,
can't do it.
I get a little, and then
right.
Like yesterday,
I just get bloated. Like I was pregnant.
Oh, you get bloated. You might have a touch of celiac then if you get bloated.
I think so. I can eat 40 steaks back to back.
Yeah, so celiac will give you the bloat, and also it's prevalent among the Irish.
Right.
And the epicenter of celiac is in Galway. The Institute for Celiac Research is in Galway. Yeah, because my mother's cousin, Dr. Murray, is at the Mayo Clinic in America now, but he's from there, so he ran that for years.
Oh,
And my mom happens to have celiac, as does my niece and my sister. It's big. I don't have it, thank God. But
Nathaniel's in the house. Super sticker. Thank you,
hey,
Nathaniel.
Nathaniel, you're
Good to
coming
see
to New
you,
York.
man.
He's coming to New York. He asked me to go to a do with him, and I couldn't. And I would have loved to have gone, but unfortunately, my nights are a mess. Yeah.
Now he
So
has a comment. You haven't had a good cleaner burger until you've had Crystals. I've never had Crystals.
is
that
that a
kind of
chain?
burger? Must be.
Don't know
Isn't
it.
Nathaniel in Atlanta? Is that
Uh,
a west of New York thing? I don't know.
it's
So it was
barely
in and
west
out,
of New York, though. That's almost like
Yeah.
straight down, right? Atlanta, just a
Straight
little bit
down,
west.
yeah.
Is that smothered in barbecue sauce? Because they
Probably.
love that shit down there.
Yeah, they like things to be sweet.
Yeah, sweet. Yeah,
The Pine Barren. Sorry, here we are.
the Pine
Great to
Barrens.
see you, man. Great show, fellas. Happy to
Thanks.
be here. Ever
Do you know what he's
use a
referencing there,
Leica
right?
glass? What?
Go ahead,
On
finish
your
your thought.
films? Well, a Leica glass. I mean, Leica cameras. What are you talking about? A filter or something on your films in general? Photography.
I guess he means a lens, like a lens.
A Leica lens. Well, you'd need a Leica camera, correct? I mean,
I don't think so.
I'm in the Canon ecosystem. Can
I
I
think
use a
Leica makes
Leica?
universal. I think they do.
I don't know. You need an adapter. It doesn't happen. That shit. You need Leica for Leica and Nikon for Nikon and
Nikon. That's cute.
Nikon. Well, there was
I have the very
Nikkor. It used
first
to be
digital.
Nikkor.
Oh no, it wasn't. Yeah, Nikkor. No, Nike. It was always Nikon. The lenses were Nikkor.
Oh, I got it.
Yeah.
Right.
I have the very first Leica digital camera. I bought it for Paul in 1997.
Oh wow.
It's called the Digilux One. And it's like a 5.4 megapixel camera.
Oh my god.
I know. But it's really odd because the lens and the optics on it and the mirror on it, you take a picture with that camera and it still looks freaking amazing.
It has to. Yeah,
it does. It looks great. It looks better than all his point and shoots, like his Panasonic, his Lumix.
Leicas have always been great. I've been tempted many times to buy a simple Leica, the steel simple.
Yeah,
Leica,
they're pretty. The Spy one,
the number 1 or the M1 or whatever it's called.
Oh, the M1 is crazy expensive.
Simple. Yeah,
the
they're
M1
$4,000.
That's a rangefinder. Yeah,
and you know what it looks like? It looks like they modeled those instant cameras on the shape of it.
Oh,
somehow.
Yeah. Oh
and
yeah,
it's just like that simple frame and.
The silver one is gorgeous.
Silver. Yeah, the silver one. Yeah,
and it's still was it $2,500?
I think they're about $3,000 or $4,000. Yeah,
yeah, they're still really expensive. Even if you get their little pocket,
they take amazing
camera.
photos, and they've taken some of the most historic photos.
Sure,
I
mean Hasselblad, Leica,
Yeah.
Then the Japanese came in, obviously, with Canon and Nikon. Yeah. But back in the day, it was all Rolleiflex. Remember Rolleiflex and Hasselblad, the large format
I'd love
cameras?
a Rolleiflex. I would love an actual Rolleiflex for many reasons. I mean, they take great photos, but they hang on your chest or on your stomach. When you can get great street photography because you can talk to people and they don't feel like there's a camera pointing in their eye. There's a camera right there. So you're talking, you're going, hi, how are you? What's your name? And you're going click, click, click. And you're getting very natural photos. So Vivian Mayer and all that, all those beautiful photos, they have all that natural thing. I also have a theory about Rolleiflex having an impact on the name Rolex, because at the time that was the latest and greatest thing. And
wasn't? Do you think that they copied it?
I think that at the time in an office you had a Rolodex, and the photographers had a Rolleiflex. And I think Hans Wilsdorf said, I want something that sounds like something else. I think he picked a name that sounds like other shit. Now, all these years have gone by, it doesn't sound like anything else but it.
And no one really talks about Rolleiflex except for geeks like us. And only because my father-in-law was
the Sony or the Apple of the time.
It was.
Right?
It was.
So he, I think he may have said, because there's all sorts of theories, because it doesn't mean anything. It's not a name of the family or anything. It's not. Rolex means nothing. It's like Sony. It's an invented name for
Yeah,
marketing.
yeah, yeah. It means nothing at
I'm
all.
feeling like he heard Rolodex, Rolleiflex,
He might have.
Rolex. No,
Yeah,
that's my theory
yeah.
for now. I'm just throwing it out there. There's Benzo 1818. Thank you for your email today. By the way, Benzo, he was coming to my defense because I was attacked a little bit last night.
Who were
or
you
whatever.
attacked by?
I was on Archie's stream. Jesus
Oh,
Christ!
I took a nap last night. I came home and I had a coffee at around, I don't know, and I was like, you were on Archie, and I was like, you were
I don't know
on there
why I did.
with enemies, or not your enemies, but people have been unkind to you, and I'm like,
Yeah, his crowd don't like me.
Archie's crowd don't like you.
No, not really. No, not really.
Archie
There's
likes
a lot
you.
of Archie. Me and Archie get on fine.
Yeah.
I went on there for two reasons. One is I'm trying to put together a thing for me and Archie,
Okay.
like a featurette, like I did in the
Sure.
magazine last year. I'm
Oh,
thinking that we could do a dual thing this year. It's
Sure.
an idea I have, and he loves the brand I was wearing and all of that kind of stuff. So there's that.
Canali.
Right. Kalani.
Ooh,
He always says it wrong.
Kalani.
But
I love it. Yeah.
But also because Diego is another guy on there, soft-spoken guy, and he had just gotten an Aquanaut, a beautiful.
Oh, by the way,
Aquanaut.
I saw that, and he got it
Yeah,
like
fucking
at cost,
amazing.
at list.
Yes, amazing.
How much is that at list?
40.
Is that guy
On
sell
Chrono
coke?
goes for
What does
about
he do?
140, 100.
What does he do for a living? That
I don't
guy?
know what he does for a living.
He's
actually.
young.
He's very, very young. Yeah, he's very young to be having a watch like that. But that's
He's
great.
got a flash pad. He's got a great dog. The guy's
he
got his
does
shit
well.
together.
Yeah, he called me earlier. I didn't say it to his audience. He asked me not to say it, but I'll say it to my goddamn audience because I don't lie to you guys. Okay, he called me. I was coming back from Vicenza, and I get a call from him on WhatsApp. I was on the boat. I was on the Bateo on the 5.1. I was like, I'll call you back in a minute. I called him back and I said, what's up? I thought it was some sort of emergency. And he goes, are you going to be on Archie tonight? Are you going to watch it? Or are you going to be on? I was like, I don't know why. Because, well, I've got this, you should watch it because I'm doing an unboxing. I got this watch. Do you want to see it? And he showed me. We had a chat about it. So I said, okay, let me go over and at the risk of sounding conceited, let me validate this a little bit more because it's Archie, who's a big iconic guy, and a bunch of fucking nobodies. They're lovely fellas in some cases.
Some
not
of
all
them.
cases, some of them. But they're not adding anything. They're just there. They're just the gallery watching Archie, right?
Yeah.
So I thought, like me, I'm a respected channel. I'll go over. I know Archie. We respect each other. And it'll help the whole, at least this is my idea. Instead, all the dudes over there, their blood starts boiling, because they're just like, whatever. Jealousy. It's jealousy, man. It's the fucking age-old issue. So they fucking hammered me. And one of the guys starts muting my audio.
How does he do that?
Because he has the power, because Archie gave him the power.
Which guy, by the way?
That per Frankenstein dude, whatever his name is. That
the
seething dude, whatever.
The guy that doesn't like you.
Yeah, but there's a couple of guys on there.
He's a new guy, a new personality in the watch scene. Why is he getting administrative?
I don't. Yeah, exactly. Why was he given that power? God knows what. Anyway, then somebody in the audience gives Archie $100 to mute me. I'm like, well, if I'm gonna be muted, what am I doing here? I'm trying to fucking do you guys a favor. I'm risking my shit, like being here. I can't go to Chrono 24 next month and go, oh, I was on Archie. They'd be like, no thanks. Was he screaming about women's tits again? It's like, it's not exactly the nice stuff to be, but I, respect Archie and I appreciate that he's the OG. So I pay my respects. Anyway, I get muted. I didn't even know I was muted, and Diego's making some amazing points. And I was asking questions that no one was answering. And I was like, hold on, am I muted? In the end, I got unmuted. I'm like, listen, I'm out of here. What the fuck am I doing here if I'm going to be muted? And they're all like, oh, this is what happens. I'm like, yeah, but
because it's like a dumb fraternity drunken moron club.
Yeah,
no,
I know.
listen, I'm not trying to insult the gallery there, but just the behavior of it's just not fun or professional or whatever. And Archie is the OG, and we absolutely love and adore him. And you surround yourself with guys that are just a little more respectful of your channel. That's it. And that's like, remember that guy that was on there that one day when we were on there and he was doing the sound effect?
That was
Ugh.
Green Room. And some people
Oh.
are saying that it was Green Room who also has the power to mute and may have muted me. These guys are just man children. Like they're just like, I'm gonna mute him. Like it's
Guys,
that feeling
be
happening.
nice.
But
Be
it's not just being
nicer.
nice. Like when I go on, again, at the risk of sounding conceited, I'm not just a regular guest. I'm another large channel. This
Yeah.
doesn't happen very much for
You're a
Archie.
YouTube personality.
Right. I go over and it's like now it's two of the larger channels and
Yeah.
we have a certain gravitas, we have a certain weight. And I'm there to validate even more Archie and Diego. And then I wind up getting muted because Archie wants $100. He's like, my money is. I'm like, okay. I was going to get onto our thing about doing a collaboration, but I guess that's not happening now. I just got
Oh.
muted for $100. I'm like, so I just said, Archie, I love you, man, but I'm out of here. Like fucking horse shit.
So you were like
And
going to
then
get
they're all
him
like,
in.
haha, we won. We won against the guy. You know,
Oh.
it's like their little victory. Like the guy on the top of the mountain, they finally were able to shoot an arrow in his foot or something. It was just pathetic. So anyway, I got a lot of emails today from people going, Jesus Christ, you know, what a sad and sorry bunch and jealous and all of this stuff. And our good friend there, Benzo, was one. So thank you, Benzo. That was a nice message. Anyway, I'm finished ranting.
When did we turn into the Kardashians or the Real Housewives of watches? It's nonsense. Be
Right.
nicer, people. Am I a fan of Testament or Pantera? No. Not that I am not a fan. It's just that is just one notch above the level of heaviness that I listen to.
I
I'm
like
more of.
Testament. I use Testament.
I mean, they're great and they're great at what they do, and of course, I know the guy who signed Pantera to Atco Records. I have played with Pantera early in my career. We opened up for I don't even know what the building was because we were popular in Connecticut, but they were a glam band. They were not the band, the Pantera that you know. Dimebag Darrell's name was Diamond Darrell. They wore leopard spandex. They had a different singer, and it was Van Halen-esque. And they were a good band, good at what they did. And then fast forward a couple of years later, there was a guy named Harry Palmer who signed my band to Polygram Records, and he then left, and the shit hit the fan. And the classic stories of record labels. He went over to Atco, and then he signed Pantera, or actually a guy named Derek Schulman did. I'm not going to bore you with names, but he goes, "Oh, we signed a band called Pantera." I said, "Oh, I know a bunch of guys, but it can't be them," because he played it for me, and it was the heaviest shit I ever heard in my life. And it was them. They just decided to completely revamp their sound. Like,
are
they
the
made
guys
it
from Brazil? Is Pantera from Brazil or is that a different
No,
band?
Pantera are from Texas.
Okay.
They're Southern
Who's from
boys.
Brazil? I can't remember.
Sepultura.
Sepultura. Thank you.
Yeah. I mean, I know who all these people are. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, and Alex Skolnick is the guitar player in Testament, and he's a fucking monster. I mean, that guy could play anything. They're great. You know, listen, you can't be shitty to play and play that music. It's not easy, especially if you're a drummer or a bass player, because it's just whoosh. It's like 30-second notes, like crazy. Did you tell them about your transition when you transitioned from a woman to a man? They know about that.
Yeah,
I didn't know you told everybody about that.
Yeah.
Are you open about your past?
Yeah, my past.
Mad Archie's viewers are obnoxious. You know, I mean, you know,
they're worse than him, man. Like I think Archie is actually, in reality, quite a. I think if he was here in my home, he'd be a lovely man.
Oh, he's a great bloke, gentleman,
with manners and a gentleman.
Definitely.
I think it's a shtick that he found and it worked. I mean, it's in him for sure. It's coming out, so it must be in him. but I don't think that he would behave that. I think his audience would. I think that his disciples are in many ways kind of like scraping on the bottom. But anyway, whatever. I don't know. I'm not sure when the next time I'll be on Archie. He's gonna have to figure that out. It's not cool if some other like jealous dudes can just mute me at any point. If Archie wants to mute me, that's fine. You know.
Why does he have 300 guys on his show every time? Why can't he just be on there with a couple of quality guests?
I know. I've asked him that.
You know?
I don't know why he needs this smorgasbord of fucking weird losers on there. Some of the guys, in fairness, are nice fellas, and I appreciate them. But anyway,
I'm texting
next.
Dana to see if she wants to.
Yeah, text her. Yeah, see if she's around. We might have another guest coming in as well.
Who do you have? Is it a surprise?
Let me see. I'm not going to say anything until I know. Are we going to talk about Roe versus Wade? Like, how on earth is America still going through this shit? Like, why is that happening?
Well, like I said before when I was being my preacher self, these are people who have designated the time to reverse the evils of mankind, and killing babies is one of them, especially victims of rape or incest who have to carry their babies to full term with the shame and horrors of that. Those guys all need to be put. First of all, white men should never be in control of any woman's reproductive rights. Is that in question at all? Why in the world are men deciding this? It is obscene. It is obscene. Listen, I've said this a billion times. If I were in a situation where, and thank God I'm not, and like when I was young, that could have happened for sure, but if I was in a situation where like I knocked somebody up, I wouldn't be able to do it. Personally, I couldn't do it. I don't kill bugs. I wouldn't be able to have an abortion. If she did and she wanted it, there'd be nothing I could say about it. But I would be, for me, I wouldn't be able to do it. But I think everybody should have the choice to do it. And I don't think, and I agree with late term abortion. Do we think partial birth abortion should be legal? What do we think of that?
It wasn't Roe versus Wade first and second trimester.
Yeah, so
it wasn't third trimester.
No, it's a whole other ball game. I mean,
if you reverse Roe, that's going back there.
It's going to open up everything.
Second.
Yeah.
So it was 1973 that happened, which I'm so proud of because that was my birth year. So many great things happened in 1973. Mouton Rothschild was made of first growth. There were so many great things. Okay, I can go through the list. Some of the best albums of all time were recorded in 1973. So I'm so proud of my birth year. Then in 1976, they brought it back. They pulled it back again because of this movement, this right-wing, fundamentalist Christian movement. God help us.
Separation of church and state. It's in the Constitution, and yet it's ignored.
And yet it's not in practice. Okay, America remains somewhat of a fundamentalist religious country. They'll pick on other countries for being that. Saudi Arabia and Iran and so on. But there is a lot of it that still goes on. And in 76 they removed the government funding, so a woman could no longer get an abortion funded by the government unless it was rape, incest, or possible death of the person who was pregnant. And slowly but surely they just hammered it back. In 1980, then Reagan goes in. So when the real fun begins, and so on and so forth. 1992 was fucking Planned Parenthood attack on that bunch, and so on. And now here we are. Like most countries in the world, most modern civilized countries, developed countries, industrial countries, got over this so long ago. And they're looking at the United States going, guys, why are you why are you going back in
because
what's next? Oh, should we
because of the states
again?
It's because of separate state and their legislature. And Corvetteman is correct. And I was going to say this. it wouldn't reverse it completely. It would be now up to the states to do it. So girls will be going across the Alabama state line and Virginia or whatever to go get their abortions because the states will make them illegal. It'll be up to their individual legislatures to decide the issue. And
Right.
that's because we are 50 countries within a country. We're the people in
Clues in the title:
Alabama,
the United States.
the
Clues in the
United
title:
States. We
it isn't
are.
a country; it's
This
50
we
countries.
can't all agree. There's too many
Yeah,
people. There's too many
yeah,
conversations. There's too many religions. There's
right.
too much hypocrisy on everybody's side. It's just a
Too many
load of
religions,
shit.
by the way, is to the credit of the United States. You're allowed to practice whatever religion you want. And
You're
that's
allowed to practice,
amazing.
but
That's a
don't
great
be a
thing.
Muslim.
Yeah, you should probably not practice that one. Yeah.
It's such a heap of shit. All
I know.
religion. Listen, I grew up in the cult of Catholicism. And while I've got fanciful memories of being an altar boy and loving the theater of it, it's a cult. They're all cults. These are all men. I've got a friend whose kid is now deeply involved in the Catholic Church in such a way that it's almost like pre-Vatican II reform.
Wow.
He's getting married and blah, blah, blah. And he's a wonderful guy and he's found something that works for him. But, I can't help but think, people, what are you searching for that you're willing to allow other men? Because Jesus didn't judge people because he's been very judgmental about his brother, about gay people, about a lot of stuff. Jesus was not a judgmental man. Only the guys that wrote his book were. So I don't understand how people are allowing themselves and their loved ones to follow other people's control documents. It just makes no sense to me. Be a
Also, it
good
must be very
person.
frustrating for a woman, I
Sure.
mean, that sort of threat there. I just saw a woman the other day, two women coming through Venice, walking across a bridge. I don't know if I don't know what religion they were. They were wrapped up pretty tightly. It could have been Indian, though. I don't know. It didn't look Muslim. I don't know
They
what it was.
weren't. Were they beautiful, colorful saris?
Yes,
Well, then, yeah. Then they're Hindi.
Hindi. I thought Hindi.
Hmm.
And they were both pushing prams with two kids in each and dragging about four kids each. It was a fucking posse.
Yeah.
And I just thought, oh my God. For one, what are they doing here? Do they live here? If they don't, what are they doing? Like,
They don't live
across
there.
a million bridges here. What are you doing with all your kids in Venice? The kids aren't going to enjoy Venice. It's a disaster for a kid. Second of all, I thought, oh my God, these poor girls. Like, look at that load they have. And I guess it's judgmental. Of course, they love their children and so on. But I just felt like, can we stop? Let's everyone stop having kids for a year. Just stop fucking. Everybody stop fucking for a year. How about
No
that?
one will stop fucking, and then religions also prohibit prophylactics. So it's also a sin to use a condom. It's a sin to use a condom.
If they can use the original contraceptive, the first oral contraceptive ever created, the word no. That's the first oral contraceptive.
Right.
If they can use that, if they're allowed to use that, I'm looking at these women going, yeah, they were probably held down by their fellas, I'm being judgmental, I'm generalizing. Yeah, it happens a lot in Africa as well. You think these women really want to have another kid? They've been crippled by being forced to have children. Okay. This is not funny. Everybody stop. What's the Bill Hicks line? Can everyone stop fucking till we figure out this food air deal? Like, what are we approaching 8 billion now? Are we over 8 billion?
We're approaching 9.
Approaching 9. Come on, guys. Stop it. Stop throwing out kids. Now, that's different.
It makes
in a
no
poorer
sense.
Country. It makes no sense. In a rich country, a white woman in America living in California says, no, honey, let's have our second kid in 4 years. She's planning it all out. Great. Good for her. But a woman living in Africa or many parts of India and many parts of the world, quite honestly, is throwing out 15 kids. Why? Because she has no power over her own womb. Christopher Hitchens, who I'm a huge fan of, said once, that the answer to poverty is the cure to poverty in the world is the empowerment of women. That's the cancer that starts all of poverty. You can feed the poor and give the poor money and housing, but you're not fixing the thing that begins it, that the cancer that starts it. And the cancer that starts, in his opinion, I thought was a very interesting point, is the empowerment of women. Once women can control their own reproductive system, because it's debilitating for a woman. Once she wants to take care of her child, she's otherwise engaged. Once she has a child, she can't do it. She can't contribute to society in any other way because she's taking care of the child or her 14 children or whatever she's had for the foreseeable future. She's not contributing to society anymore. So now you've removed one of the sexes from anything else. And it turns out that women are amazing with money management, and distribution of food and so on. You put a woman in charge of a small village in Africa, they got it. It's the men who fuck up. Like Ireland, you must know this. The Irishmen are shit with money. And it's not on. We're shit with money. It's not unheard of for Irishmen to come home on Friday with the paycheck and just
give it right to the wife. Yeah.
Give it right. Drunk. They spent $20 with the lads
at the pub.
At the pub on a Friday evening because they got their paycheck, and they're like, I better go home and get the owl and the money. Yeah. And they handed. I know so many women who got that check. I know people who do that. I'm shit with money. She's great with money. She's a great organizer. When I was a kid, my mom, it nearly brings the tears to my eyes. She was amazing. She would give lessons in the front room of the house. We'd all have to stay in the other room. Leave your mommy alone. She's in there for an hour. She would give lessons to these women on the street about how to organize money. I used to go up to the door. I was a little kid. I used to go up to the door and hear her giving a little lecture to these women who were on the street. So one woman had 12 kids. 12. Oh. You think she wanted 12? He comes home drunk, beats her up a bit, and then fucking that's that, right? She's just, her womb was just a fucking factory, a conveyor belt. And my ma used to give little lectures to these women. I remember her saying, I can remember like yesterday, take 50 pence a week. 50 pence, that's half a dollar, right? 50 cents, 50 pence, same thing. And put it aside. It was money management. My mother could make $1 stretch for a month. My dad, God rest his soul, I love him to bits, but he was awful with money. Give the women the power. What happened in Iceland in 2008, 2009, the crash? Yeah. All the banks run by women were successful. What happened to the male-run banks? They all got arrested. They're all in jail now. They're all in jail. It's a fact. So, yeah, we're great. We'll go out and hunt and catch gazelle or whatever the hell we do. You know, as men, we're the breadwinners. We're the risk takers. But you bring the money back to the girl. The empowerment of women. Now, what's the one thing that's going to remove that woman from her other duties? Make her pregnant.
Yeah.
And she stops because her maternal instincts kick in. She's going to take care of what came out of her. So the moment she can say, no, I'm not having another kid, not for a while, already society gets much better. Civilizations across the world get better. The empowerment of women is the beginning of the end of poverty, the worst thing that ever happened in the world. And it's still prevalent today. Poverty is just as bad today as it was 500 years ago across the world. It is. Okay. Then it's done. This Roe versus Wade shit infringes on that. You're touching on one of the big things. You're not just touching the kids, the women's rights and so on. You're touching on poverty. You're touching on the careful balance of the world. Okay, rant over. Sorry. You pulled up a comment. Stephen Monash, I think he said that at Woodstock, to be fair.
Hitchens, didn't he say it there?
Did he? I don't know. At Woodstock?
Lost a lot of his pointedness. I just put that up when you were in the middle of the Christopher Hitchens thing.
Okay.
Which I'm not
Woodstock
familiar with that.
69, I doubt it. Not 69, maybe Woodstock 90. I doubt that too. It's a totally different thing. Cushy, but expound on that if you want, man. I'm sorry. When Bob Dylan was awarded the Nobel Prize in Literature, many authors condemned the decision, while some, like Salman Rushdie and Stephen King, praised it. Where do you guys stand on artists' lyrics being considered literature? I'll let you answer that one because I just bored the tits off.
Well, I think we're going to be on the same page with that. I mean, we're both lyricists. We both love literature. Are they the same thing? I guess that they are. You know, who's to say that a poem isn't more effective or better than something that came out of the pen of Bob Dylan or Neil Peart? I think that they're the same, so I would agree with it. Salman Rushdie, Stephen King, why wouldn't they? It's the word. It's the written word, and if it conveys a message that changes your life or the lives of others for the better, then what's the difference?
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. It's a poem.
It's a poem. It's poetry set to
It's the
music.
same as a poem. Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Poem
it's
set
the
to
same.
music.
I mean,
I don't see
Dylan
any
is
difference.
certainly a monster fucking lyricist.
Yes.
I mean,
Yeah.
even if you know, like, I don't like that whole shit. I don't dig that. Yeah. This time was just so fine as gets bombs. You know, but man, the lyrics are crazy, and he set a precedent, and people are still trying to be as effective as he was, and they're not. I mean, listen to the kind of crap.
Listen to Down if you haven't. Down, is it a band or
I don't know what Down
writer
is.
or Expound? I love
What
these
is Down?
messages.
I know System of a Down. Is it System of a Down?
System of a Down. They're a great band.
They're great. They're like Armenian, right? Those guys are crazy. They're great. Yeah.
But Dirk, it's really a time to unwind. Dirk,
oh,
how
dude,
do you
I
get
don't get
into the zone before
I'm
a
the
gig?
fucking worst, man.
Don't you like prepare and drink tea?
I prepare. I prepare. I shouldn't prepare. I should. So here's a funny story. So look, my band does not play like we used to play. Very rare, free festivals, occasional gigs. So I have to get myself back in shape, you know, do this. I run every day and, you know, stay away from drinking and all the bad stuff. And then we're in the backstage area of opening up for Queensryche, and we hear, like, you know, it's crazy singing happening, and it's Todd LaTorre comes out, and while they're working on a guitar, and he comes out into the loading dock area and lights up a Marlboro and goes, "How's it sound?" I'm like, "You're a dick." Like, sometimes you got to care too much, but I do. I get my sleep and I warm up and I use a steam machine, and I'm a big pussy, and I shouldn't be that because I never did any of that stuff when I was younger. But now I'm older and I'm like, but you know, whatever. The less you care, the better you do, you know? Like, his singer used to have a couple of cigarettes and a glass of whiskey, and he'd kill it every night. So
yeah, always.
I think you have to be comfortable in your own skin. I think that's it.
Kettle Hog Lover is 449. Thank you, man. Get Archie on here. I'll give you a tenner to mute him. Can you imagine muting Archie?
Maybe if we had a girl here he could massage a priest.
Massage a priest.
He could massage a priest. A priest. Down is a Phil Anselmo side project. I don't know, man. Phil Anselmo, that guy, he's infuriating. He was given I also hate when artists are given the golden ticket and they abuse it. Does that bother you, Asheen? We don't talk about music very much on this channel, and we should, because it's been our worlds for years. And believe me, we could
talk about whatever the hell we want. So
right. But does it bother you when you see an artist get the golden ticket or win the golden prize, and then they just squander the living fuck out of it?
I don't know. Bother you? So give me an example of what you mean.
Scott Weiland.
Clearly thinking of something, right?
No, I'm thinking of the self-destructive people that come out and just wind up killing themselves. Chris Cornell, right. Scott Weiland, Michael Hutchins. Oh God, Michael Hutchins. Did you like In Excess?
I wasn't a crazy fan, but I liked
Me
his
neither.
charisma. He was cool.
I mean,
Yeah, it's all good.
he was such a rock star. Jesus
He had that
Christ.
he had a natural, like Jim Morrison style
Did.
charisma. I see so many singers trying to do that and failing
Right,
miserably.
and it's so
He just
tried.
kind of had it like, what else would this guy have done in life if he wasn't a great singer and it's like
I don't
natural
even think he
charisma.
was
It's
a
a
great
rare
singer
thing.
at all. I just
No,
think he
no.
had, you know, you ask me what I know is true. I love your precious heart. He just had the beautiful curls and that kind of
Yeah,
waifish look. And
yeah.
then he fucking hung himself. I think Bob Geldof was responsible for that shit. I've always
Why?
thought that because there was a love triangle going on between Paula Yates,
What
him,
didn't he
and
hang himself by accident doing
what
a
are you saying? It's
masturbation
it's
thing?
oh god.
That's what I always heard, that you've got to get yourself together. You got stuck in the moment. Wasn't that song written for him? The
You've
U2
got to
song?
get yourself together.
Yeah.
You got to. Oh Jesus! Does Michael Hutchins need to jerk off with the belt and strangle himself when he could fuck
The semi
any
strangulation.
oh,
Yeah, he can fuck 1,000 girls in one
every
room if
the
he.
most
Yeah,
beautiful creatures
yeah,
on earth? He
yeah.
needs to go strangle himself on his own. I call bollocks to that.
Really?
He could have a girl do it for him.
Yeah, I
I,
know.
I just don't know. And that's usually a tandem thing. Here's a quick one. I'll make it real quick. And it's a left turn, but not that left. A relative of mine has a group of friends, and they are ex-police officers, and they were into S&M as a couple. And they were doing, like, I guess, some kind of uh, asphyxiative,
Right.
if that's a conjugate,
Masturbation.
that
Yeah.
kind of thing. And the phone rang, and the guy went to pick it up, and when he came back, his partner was dead,
Ooh.
and he went to jail.
Oh shit! He went to jail
Yeah.
for manslaughter.
Yes.
Oh fuck!
I mean, my God.
That's
I mean,
some rough stuff.
wow.
Rough stuff.
I
Yeah.
mean, maybe do you need to fuck the entire planet to want to actually strangle? I know that people do poppers and they do all kinds of things to achieve orgasm edging. There's all kinds of, kind of techniques for a better orgasm. But is being alone and strangling yourself one of them? And
I've
is
never
Michael
done a
Hutch?
popper. Have you ever done a popper? I don't
I've
know how
never
they.
done a popper. I love to talk
No.
about them because I think it's funny. I've never done cocaine, and I love to talk about that too because I
Well,
think
so
it's
you're in the middle of
humorous.
the act, and you can actually coordinate perfectly to like break something and sniff it. Isn't that what you
They
do? I
don't
don't know.
make that. I know that's
That
why
was
they
the
were called
old-fashioned
poppers.
popper,
Now it's
maybe.
just amyl nitrate, and it's in a. I'll never forget back in the day, like when you're single and you're out on the scene, people would offer you
Let me stop you
poppers.
right there. Sorry. Brian M. Sorry, I mentioned it earlier. This is the eye bashers. We do not necessarily talk about watches. We talk about everything else. You're in the
Yeah,
wrong room. I'm sorry, man. I'll call you a taxi if you need. Go ahead.
taxi. Yeah.
Go
Anyway,
ahead.
so I mean, yeah, people have been looking for aphrodisiacs the world over, but I just don't think is Michael Hutchins the type. Does he need to do that? Does he really need to jerk off at all? Does he need to jerk off?
Yeah, I
And
know.
he had just gotten off the phone with Paula Yates and gotten off the phone with Bob Geldof and had a fight with the two of them. Is he horny? And does he like, fuck, I just had the worst fight with those two. Let me pull me cock out and have a fucking wank.
So you think he was depressed?
I think he was murdered. I don't believe it at all.
Murdered.
I think somebody was
That's
there.
dark. That's
I think
dark.
somebody was
Wow.
there. How does
Wow.
that happen? Just
I
seems
don't know.
he wasn't depressed. I've seen documentaries on him. Anyway, great rock star. I don't know how we got down that rabbit hole, but we did. But that's how it happens on the
We go down
iBashers.
rabbit holes. That's it. Nathaniel,
Jesus was
thanks.
incredibly good. God, you say it.
Incredibly judgmental and sarcastic of people in authority, not of people who are troubles. What would What's JD? Jesus do? What would Jesus do? One answer is always the possibility that he will throw over tables and whip you, like he does in the market, right? He throws the tables off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, he
I
just
don't
certainly
know.
didn't like authority. He didn't
Yeah.
mind lepers and hookers, and
Well, he was with a hooker, right? I don't know how
Was
to
he
love him.
married to her? Will we
No,
ever know?
but she
Well,
was around
we'll
him the
never
whole
know
time.
anything until somebody finds the Aramaic book.
Do 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 do. I don't know
Try
how to
not
love him.
to. Oh yeah, that's
Oh yeah, try
that's
not to turn
everything's all
on.
right.
That's
You're
yeah,
humming.
sorry. That's everything's
Yeah,
all right. Sorry.
yeah, yeah. Incredible. Oh look, Benzo 1818. He's born in 73.
Wow, another 73 boy. There's lots of them in the house.
Rufus Wainwright was born in 73 too.
Cool.
He says it in a song. He goes 73.
Right. Benzo 1818. Thank you, man. 2 steps
Two
forward
steps
and
forward,
3
three
steps
steps back. Well,
well.
I mean,
Arthur C. Great stream, guys. To me, you always look out of place on Archie's stream. It's like a professor walking. Thank you. Yeah, look, I know it's detrimental to me. It actually is. It is detrimental for a kind of a respected channel to go over into the Archie thing. It's like I've got to brush off I've got to take a shower afterwards, honestly. And I know that I could be risking promotion stuff and marketing stuff, and people might not want to advertise through my channel if they see me associating myself with Archie. I know that, and that shows how much I kind of like the guy, and I feel like going over there and just risking my reputation, because I know the guy's incredibly insulting and misogynistic and all of those things, but I still kind of believe in the guy in a weird way. So I wish he'd appreciate that and stop taking $99 to mute me. It's like, it would behoove him to see the bigger picture, but I guess $100 is far too tempting. It's a shame. Anti-condom, yeah, the Mother Teresa. Yeah, well, we know that about Hitchens. Meatball. Bill Hicks was against inbreeding, not breeding. Yeah.
Think about it throughout society. The timeline of of civilization. People fucked their sisters and had kids with their sisters.
Sorry for your mom. Thank you.
And we love his mom.
The woman is so strong. You've no idea. You've no idea.
Incredible lady.
Sorry. Go ahead, man.
I'm not going to continue that topic of
conversation.
No,
it's okay.
After Jer was mentioned, it's just too.
Jer.
But I mean, the age of there was no such age of consent. Men were the second a girl was able to conceive after her period, she was considered ripe for the picking, like every other animal in the animal world. It is only once we became societal and came up with laws and morality that became something. And people used to have sex with their mothers and their sisters. We were animals. We were savages. We think we've come a little bit further from that, but we haven't. We're still just fucking idiots. It's a terrible thing. We evolved and we devolved.
In the comments, sorry.
Sorry. Go ahead. Knock them up.
In excess. I spelled wrong, but he meant in excess. Yeah.
We got it.
Sorry, I'm trying to catch up. I'm so sorry. It was just we went on rants. Here's an interesting one. Favorite heavy metal voice, Ronnie James Dio for me.
Well, he's the GOAT. Dio is the GOAT of all metal singers.
He's the greatest metal singer?
Definitely. I mean, metal. Was he? I guess he was metal later on.
No, he
wasn't always metal. He was in Elf and he was in Rainbow. Rainbow's not metal. It's rock.
I would consider Rainbow metal.
Nah. Metal is Maiden and Judas Priest. It's a particular rhythm and a particular crunch of the guitar.
Rainbow, of course, had I Surrender.
That's later. That's much later.
I love
That's Jolyn Turner.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you like that song?
Yeah.
It's great.
I love the album cover. They're all doctors.
Yeah.
They're all
Jonathan
surgeons
Turner.
on the cover. I love that.
That's a great one. But do you
Yeah.
love the what about the break in that song? It's fucking Beethoven. It's all Beethoven. It's incredible. Is it not in that one? It's in Spotlight Kid, the first song on that record. It's a great record. I'm glad you like that because I love it. That's Joe. He's a great singer.
We'll
Nah,
be
I don't think
50
that's
next
little.
year. I'll be 50 at the end of next year. It's not fucking nuts.
But yeah, Dio's the
Oy
goat
vey.
for sure. And I met him when I was 13 years old, and I was friends with
I've
him for
seen
about
that
a decade.
photo of you
Yeah, he was
laughing
the
with him.
nicest guy, the greatest guy, such a beautifully nurturing, wonderful human. What a guy. And what a fucking singer. Jesus.
You know, Stephen makes a very good point here off the point a bit, but back to the other point. Imagine how Tim feels. He gets a beating almost every show. You're right. Yeah, I came on and got a little bit of a beating. I shouldn't complain. I don't know what I'm doing over there. Tim needs those shows maybe to build his channel. He's going on to a 60,000 sub channel to try to build his, and I have a 60 or nearly whatever. What am I shy of? A couple of thousand now. I don't need, this is the difference. What am I doing going over there? Get like thrown in with the swine. Like, no, thank you. Sorry to be fucking elitist about it, but for crying out loud, what's all the work I did for, Jesus. In Excess and Hutchins. Excellent. He had charisma.
He did. He had all
And
that.
was unique,
He had the syrup, man. The guy had
Yeah.
he had what it takes.
Yeah.
So yeah, was Liam Gallagher married to Patsy Kensit? Where was the triangle there?
Liam Gallagher was he married to her? No, he wasn't. Was he?
I know Geldof was with her, right? God, she got
Yes.
passive. Can I Google her? Let me see. Hold on.
She preceded the Oasis guys by a long time. She was already older. He went out with that other hot blonde from Britain, flavor of the day in Britain.
Jim Kerr.
Which hot in Britain is like it's not exactly.
I'm thinking of Paula Yates. Sorry.
Paula
Yates. Paula Yates was married to Michael Hutchins. They had that baby. Her name's like Tiger Lily, and then she left him for Bob Geldof, who I think is as close to Satan as David Foster. I think he's a very deeply disturbed satanic fucker. I don't buy this Sir Bob shit at all. Not a word of it. No.
Wow.
Nope.
What a shame.
I know a couple of people who worked with him, and
like Live Aid and everything.
Yep.
And he made people donate money for the first time.
Yeah, that was delicious. How he yelled at them, and that's
he yelled at them like, "Donate your goddamn money now!" Like he made the world donate money, almost like Archie,
I don't like Mondays is a great song though.
Oh, it's an amazing song. I want to shoot the whole day down. Amazing.
Woo, the whole day.
That was kind of funny as well that he was on with all these other amazing bands and he had his one hit and he sang it. Like it was like, okay, I guess you get to include your song.
I forgot he even performed at that. I forgot.
He did. He sang.
I just watched some of it. I forgot. Like there was a lot of
behind the
stupid bands on
scenes
there.
dealing with a nightmare, and then he came up front and he sang the song. Then he went backstage again to deal with the nightmare of orchestrating.
Nobody was calling. The rumor is, and if you watch that Queen movie, which was Ficciones, it was a load of shit. Apparently, what is true is that people didn't start calling in until Queen went on. And then they went bananas.
Oh, really?
Queen were a persona non grata.
Not you too?
They were so young. They were terrific.
They were brand new.
They were new.
I asked Jerry Harrison one time. Did I ever tell you this story? I asked him. We were getting drunk in San Francisco. I was like, "Do you have any big regrets in your career?" And he said the one regret he had was that they didn't play Live Aid.
Oh.
That they were invited to play it. because they were on the radio and they were a huge band at the time.
85. Whew.
80, yeah, 85. And he asked David, and David was busy making some stupid little movie, and he wasn't interested. And then as it came closer to the gig, that it built up, the heat built up, and he called him back and he goes, look, I think this is going to be a big deal. Like, I think we should probably play this. Like, we're on the radio. They had a #1 hit. We're on the road to nowhere, or burning down the house, or I don't know which song it was at the time.
One of those monsters
with the Talking Heads, in case anybody hasn't picked up. It's Jerry Harrison, who produced our first record. Anyway, he calls David Byrne and he's like, I think this is going to be a really big deal. We should probably fucking get on a plane and play this gig, because it's like turning into a huge deal. And Byrne said no again. And he put down the phone and he's like, weird. And he bought some beers and he sat and watched Live Aid from his home. And he said, I saw you two go from no one to the biggest band in the world in 20 minutes.
Yeah.
It was like his big regret. Like, we were the hugest thing. We were on the radio. Everyone was listening to our song, and we weren't at the gig because our lead singer had something more important to do. David. What the fuck is wrong with you? You missed that one, man. Exhibit X, $10. Thank you so much, gentlemen. Some channels don't share the respectful engagement and deportment, good word, as your repartee inspires curiosity and sparks discourse of aesthetics in many disciplines. Thank you.
So beautifully wordy.
Yeah, beautifully wordy. A lovely excellence there, throwing some like with knives, showing your skills. Beautiful. Love it. Thank you for that compliment.
So you two were probably on War, right?
No, well, they did
Unforgettable Fire was not out yet, right? Because Joshua Tree's 87.
One before that,
which is War. It's U2.
Yeah.
It's Boy.
If
October
could,
War.
I would if I could. What's that song?
That's Bad.
That's Bad. Thank you.
That's on the Joshua Tree.
Yeah. Okay. Well then.
Oh no. Sorry, that's on Unforgettable Fire. Forgive me. I think. No, did they do that?
They did that. They did a 10-minute long version. That's when he jumps down into the audience and dances with that girl.
Oh yeah, that was pretty beautiful.
Yeah.
So he looked like he smelled. You too. Got those.
They did
leathers.
2 songs. They did 2 songs. They did Sunday Bloody Sunday, no? And Bad. And Bad went on for 10 minutes. How daring was that? How daring that. Okay, so we have our guys coming in. Look, we don't need
2 songs.
Who needs Google? We have the hive mind.
Oh, Unforgettable Fire was before Live Aid. Okay.
What a great album.
Oh, sure. They recorded that at Slane.
Yeah. Fucking Daniel Lenoir and the other, and shit, his name's gone out.
That was released in 84, so it was the year before. Okay, so yeah. I mean, that's Bono in his, like, I wonder, like, he had that, if I could, I would. He had all that air, and it was so youthful and beautiful, and he still had it up until very recently.
Brian Eno is the name I'm looking for. Amazing.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know you were looking for that. Him and Daniel.
Yeah, and Daniel Lenoir, 2 totally different people. Daniel Lenoir, all heavy feeler, the guy with the guitar and looking for the emotion. Brian Eno, the mind, the intellect of Brian Eno. Ooh, behind that band. That was the great juxtaposition. I can barely say that now at this hour. All the, if you know what I mean. That was that great juxtaposition.
How about you should genuflect
of that band, because they were it was straightforward, radio pop with Brian Eno in the background. Like, what the hell? It's like Martin Scorsese directing a video for Justin Bieber or someone. Like, it was crazy.
Hey, if the money, right?
Eno's Zen. We're just talking to our peers here, man. Do you realize that?
It seems
these
that
are all
way.
Guys my age to your age, and they all know all the shit we're talking about. It's like we're all at a
Do you
pub.
guys all like U2? You guys all big fans of U2?
No, some of them don't.
No,
I swear to God, some of these guys are Irish because it's kind of
because the
the
Irish hate U2. Right.
flavor of the past
Right. I saw
decade
him
to
at the
hate
pub
you
in
too.
Dalkey, and I was like, "Fuck you, Bono.
Fuck
Fuck
you,
you."
Bono.
He's
You're
over in
full of yourself.
Killiney. Right.
The biggest thing the Irish always say about the Irish, you're full of yourself. Oh, you're so
Yeah.
full. You're big head. And I
Well,
got it last night from a guy from Northern Ireland. That's extra damaging. Not damaging. I don't give a shit. That's extra bullshit because like, you're not even fucking Irish. He's like, you're really up your own arse. And I was no, he didn't say it
yeah.
that way. Up your own arse, whatever.
Was he from
This is the
Belfast?
Irish too. They what he was. I don't know where he's from.
That sounded so
The north
Belfast.
fucking whole accent annoys me. Sorry, but it just
Yeah.
does. And I got that. Like, oh, Oisin is so up is on. I'm like, oh my god, here we go again. It's the Irish. They're so sensitive to that. What do you have to be the most humble person? The Irish want you to roll around on your belly like a snake, like never have confidence in yourself, never achieve anything, never have any success in life in any way. Otherwise, the Irish will be like, "Oh, you're so full of yourself." That's the reason to run away from that country. Unfortunately, that is the reason. They're just so hypersensitive to that. I just shat on my own people. Sorry, guys, but it's fucking true, and you know it.
Morrissey, who I don't like anymore as an artist or a person, once said, "We hate it when our friends become successful," which is a great title of a song.
Yeah.
He was great before he just started.
Morrissey had Irish blood and English heart, right?
I mean,
Or
my
Irish
God,
heart.
right?
That's it. Yeah. Irish
How about
blood
I
and
have
English.
forgiven Jesus?
I've forgiven you, Jesus. He's so brave. That guy.
He
He's that
is.
Irish blood, English heart that I'm made of. There is no
Yeah.
one on earth I'm afraid of. Amazing lyric.
That's from your
Zachariah
Arsenal.
Trench.
That
I'm
record was
from
amazing.
Belfast, Ireland.
Belfast,
Arse.
Ireland.
Sorry.
Did you see the Kenneth
It's a
Branagh
tough
film? It was
old
beautiful.
accent. Jesus. No, I
It's
haven't
tough.
seen it yet. Is it good?
Oh, it's gorgeous.
It won a lot of
Beautifully,
awards.
beautifully done. Not as many as it should have gotten, I don't think. It's not the Irish aren't the minority du jour enough to garner that.
Right.
I don't know what won Best Picture this year. I watched it and it was.
I don't even know. All I know is Will Smith slapped.
Oh yeah,
That's all I know about that evening.
Hey, Gang of Thieves, and what won Best Picture this year? You guys love Depeche Mode. I guess I was too rock to dig that in the beginning. I remember that. What is it called? A Simple Frame. What's the name of that album where that babushka is got the sickle and she's carving out wheat? Is it called A Single Frame? Depeche Mode album.
Know.
One of the most iconic album covers of all time. And it's like a babushka, and she's like waving a giant scythe or a sickle, and she's cutting down wheat. Babushka, right? Because Hans is like, "Oh, Kate Bush, yeah, sure." You have no idea the conversations about Kate Bush that Oisin and I have when we're drinking.
I see this now. Which one is this?
It's called Something Frame.
A broken frame.
A broken frame. Yeah, that's a famous album.
Where's this
right?
from?
You don't know that album cover?
No. I know the one with the rose, songs for the faithful departed. Because Steve worked on that, and we were
Broken Frame. It's a very famous.
And then the live one.
Leave in Silence, Monument, See You, Meaning of Love, Sun in the Rain, Fall Satellite.
I missed that one. I missed that album cover. I was never into them. I was into prog.
Oh, you weren't into them. Okay.
I got into Depeche later. Depeche was
look
a
at
later
that. The
thing.
cover is just one of the most beautiful things ever.
Yes, beautiful cover.
Yeah, I wasn't into any of that shit. I mean, it took me a while to wake up to some of that better music. You know what I did love? I loved Ice House. And your old manager and I, one night he's sitting here, we're sitting out on my deck. It's just Matt Schuster. And Dun, 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 comes on. Crazy by Ice House. He goes, "Oh, do you like Ice House?" I said, "Oh, I've seen them like a million times. I absolutely love them." And then we became even better friends because he knew everything about Ice House, which is an Australian band. I loved them. Do you know anything about Ice House?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Coda, is that a record from Depeche? I
I
guess it
don't
must
know.
be.
That's as far
A
as
lot of
I
people
go with
saying
Depeche Mode.
Coda. Coda, yeah, everybody's saying Coda. Uh Songs for a Faithful Departed. That was my wheelhouse right there.
How
Somebody's
horrible is
saying,
this?
yeah, I know. Well, let's not get onto it. Don't mention
That's
the
not.
war, man.
I
Don't,
won't.
yeah, don't
I
mention it.
won't.
Don't
No.
mention it.
Should be
Johnny
unspoken.
Marr is a genius. Morrissey wrote some good lyrics. Yes. Well, the Smiths were amazing. Morrissey, good shit.
Yeah. I mean, Johnny Marr gets a lot of this kind of amazing fandom and reverence, and he doesn't do much. He did co-write that song with Billie Eilish, though, that won an Oscar. So he's got an Oscar now because he co-wrote that song.
Wasn't he on Wasn't he on the soundtrack for a couple of movies as well? He did the Hans Zimmer stuff, right?
He works with Hans like exclusively. Yeah,
Right.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Ice House. I don't listen to them. I don't know why
Yeah,
I never got into them.
electric blue. I can see every time you see through me, and it's all over you. Electric blue.
Oh
That
yeah,
was their
that
big
band.
hit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was very Bowie because he's got, I've got a pocket full of holes hid in the clouds. It's very Bowie, which is all Anthony Newley ripoff anyway. I like Johnny Marr. Don't get your panties in the knit. I like Johnny Marr. I mean, is his guitar work amazing? I don't know if it's amazing. You know,
It's kind of
it's good.
inspired, but
Yeah,
it's
it's
not
inspired.
virtuistic in any way.
No,
It's just
I
kind of
mean,
inspired,
he's
simple
not Paco
parts.
de Lucia or any of those guys, but it doesn't need to
Yeah.
be. Like George Harrison's one of my favorite guitar players because it's inspired. Is he the most prodigious, prolific? No, he's none of those
Thomas
things.
Burnett, 449. Do you have a favorite soundtrack composer? Ennio Morricone,
Mm,
Schiffin, Vangelis, Hans Zimmer. Well, I would say you left out John Williams. You
yeah,
left out Goldstein, Goldberg. Sorry, what's this fucking name? Larry. Fuck. You left out North.
Alex North.
Alex North.
Yeah,
Uh,
there's a million. I mean,
you left out Vertigo and Taxi Driver. What's his name?
eh, eh,
Bernard
eh, Herman,
Herman.
Bernard Herman.
Bernard Herman.
I think he's the greatest of all time. And John Williams is. I mean, can we deny the longevity and genius of John Williams? Is a fan of Alex North. He's a fan of all those great. Lalo Schifrin. Lalo Schifrin's a unique guy. Did a lot of TV. He did like who did Peter Gunn? Who was that? Mancini.
Oh.
They were like at loggerheads, those guys, for the longest time. Like, who could do the most theme tunes for films and television? It was amazing.
I'll tell you one thing about Morricone is he made a lot of amazing shit that you would never think he would write. This guy's from Naples in Italy, and he came out with some of the darkest, weirdest shits. I used one of his pieces on the Panerai video, the Dark Side video, Panerai video. Danny Elfman is another one. Yes, thank you. I actually used one of his songs. What's this? What's this?
Yeah.
I used that on the Chronomaster Sport, the Zenith video. And Ennio Morricone's orchestra played my dots. I wrote music for some concert like 3 or 4 years ago, and the guy played San Remo, big festival here on TV, and his orchestra played all my music. It was really weird.
That's
weird
incredible.
feeling. Yeah, it's really cool. Like I wrote lots of there they were playing it on TV, and that's his orchestra who played the Hateful Eight soundtrack and all of that cool shit. Yeah, it was great.
Incredible shit.
Yeah, Vangelis, of
Um,
course, is amazing, but very weird.
weird.
Hans Zimmer is incredible. I love Hans Zimmer, and what he did on Dune and what he did on Interstellar is life changing shit. The
But you know
king of
what?
simplicity.
John Williams wrote the theme to Schindler's List, which is the most beautiful piece of music in the entire
John
world.
Williams wrote everything. He wrote Yoda.
I know, but yeah.
Like all these themes, Princess Leia, all these themes. I know doom 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 is practically Holst, right? He rips off.
Practically.
There's a
Well, you know
lot
that
of
he's a
majors,
big Holtz.
right? He's a big
fanatic.
Holst guy. But my God, all the themes, and he came up with Jaws, and there's somewhat many things that he did.
Raiders, all that shit.
Raiders.
But
Come on,
he's
the greatest.
He said, "I wrote this piece of music. I don't want you to hear it, Stephen, because I want somebody to play it for you first." And he had already contacted Itzhak Perlman because he didn't want Stephen to hear it played wrong.
Right.
So then he plays it for Itzhak Perlman, and Itzhak Perlman reportedly teared up and said, because he's a goyim from Queens, New York. John Williams is from like Rego Park, right? That's where he's from. He's from like Queens Boulevard.
Yeah.
Or Sunnyside. And he wrote this extremely Jewish sounding ballad. Beautiful thing. And Itzhak Perlman, of course, is no one in the world who can play that kind of heartfelt fifth position violin like the way that he does. And the rest is history. I mean, that song, I don't know if you guys haven't seen that. Saving Private Ryan is everything that guy does is great, but just, man, that scene when you hear that song in Schindler's List, it just breaks your heart. It's the most heartbreaking thing.
You know what it's hard to do? It's hard to make like great compositions, difficult, interesting compositions, and at the same time, iconic melodies that everybody can sing. At the same time, they're almost two different people usually, right? I mean, not Mozart. He knew how to do that. But so many these days, they don't know how to do, they can only do one or the other. Like James Horner had a problem with that. What's his Newton Howard?
James Newton Howard.
James Newton Howard. He does motifs. He rarely has actual themes.
Correct.
It's well known that in The Village, that M. Night Shyamalan movie, that was Hannah Han who came up with that theme for him. He had all the motifs and the sound, but he couldn't come up with those 3 notes, those 4 notes that everyone can sing along with. It's a very difficult thing to do. John Williams can do both, and at an incredible level. Like he came up with, Close Encounters of the Third Kind.
I mean, that's just, come on.
Like he came up with that as a message to the outer world.
Right, because
this guy...
But it's a binary signal, right?
All of that stuff. Oh my God.
Well, he got that definitely from Bernard Herrmann because of Psycho. He learned that that is more powerful.
And by the way, one of the greatest themes ever written for cinema is Seen the More from Vertigo.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Seen the More from Bernard Herrmann might be the top of it all. You got whatever question.
I forgot about Franz Waxman. Oh my God, Sunset Boulevard. Alan.
Yeah. What about Silvestri? Unbelievable. Yeah, I used him as well on my H1 video from Castaway.
Barry,
the only music in Castaway.
Castaway
has no music in the whole film, except for when he leaves the island finally, and then the music starts, and then we hear that.
We just talked about that the other day.
Really?
No, yeah, no Rolex, no sex. We're not. We're big John Barry. Believe me, we're big John
Barry. Absolutely. Oh, yes. Oh my God, yes. John Barry.
No, I mean, you know what? The Bond. Okay, of course, the John Barry stuff. Monty Norman wrote the theme song for James Bond. John Barry did not. He arranged it, but that that's Monty Norman wrote that.
Right.
And then John Barry arranged for years and years and years and years. And then when he quit, it's changed hands over the years, and it's been a real shame because it's kind of has it lost its this. I like the Billie Eilish song. I did not like the Sam Smith song. The Adele song was okay, but the actual the last couple of ones was one of the Newmans. Which one was it? What who's the guy who's the big? There's so many Newmans in the business. Hold on a second. Bond composers. Forgive me for 1 second. Bond composers.
I love the way you can't do. You can't Google and continue conversation. This is our age, man. This is what.
Whoa! Should I do it on the other screen? I don't.
No. You can type and Google something as you continue a conversation.
Oh, okay.
Yes, but anyway, I think that in the background. Herman, lush score on the 7th voyage of Sinbad. Wow, yeah.
Yeah. So David Arnold was the guy that John Barry handpicked to continue the legacy, and he did a great job. He started with Tomorrow Never Dies, and then all the Casino Royale, Quantum, and then Thomas Newman took over for Skyfall, and it shit the bed.
I didn't know John Barry did Midnight Cowboy.
Oh yeah,
but he didn't write that
no,
song.
That's everybody's talking at you. That's fucking Nielsen.
Yeah.
I mean,
so that's hard when you're a composer to not have the most important parts in the soundtrack. I would say he was the background music and so on, all the other stuff. No,
yeah,
he didn't write the song that everybody walks away. Yeah,
no, he did
shuffle. Oh, yeah.
So when I went to type that, did my screen go dark?
No, I was just saying like that. You stopped everything.
Oh yeah,
the conversation. It's like a dog when you hand them. They're walking. You hand them any food, they can't keep walking. They have to stop and eat. They can't walk and eat.
Die another day.
I was just fucking insulting you.
That's fine. It's okay.
Okay.
Can we talk about?
I'm the same.
That's fine. You can insult me all you like. Nathaniel, Die Another Day. Let's talk about Bond themes for 1 second. And what are the best?
Yes.
Of course, all the Shirley Bassey ones are the best ones.
So the three of them.
Goldfinger,
Diamonds Are Forever.
Diamonds Are Forever, and the most underrated of them all is Moonraker. Beautiful. Where are you? Why do you leave me? That's like the most amazing shit ever. Fucking crazy.
That's good.
Nobody fucking cares about Moonraker at all. I love that fucking tune. Then you get fucking McCartney, Live and Let Die. Jesus, what a tune, right?
Amazing.
Then the pop shit starts happening. You get like let's see. Kim, who was it?
Duran.
I love View to a Kill. I think it's great.
Kill.
Yeah. What about
Nancy Sinatra?
That's John Barry wrote that.
John Barry.
Yeah, You Only Live Twice. Yeah.
You Only Live Twice.
Yeah. He wrote that. John Barry wrote that, which became a big hit for Robbie Williams.
Later.
Yeah, sure.
It was the end of like season 5 of Mad Men or something.
So Matt Monroe,
some fucking girl wants to buy him a drink. Classic. Sorry.
Sure.
Not to get you on a thing about John Hamm, but
no. I fucking care. Here comes Blondie.
I know who can talk about John Hamm if she feels like it. Hey, Blondie.
Hello,
Blondie. Do you think John Hamm's an attractive man?
John Hamm?
Yeah.
Yes, but I don't know. His character was a little like so
Don
gross
Draper?
at points. Yeah, that like it carries over to like other roles. Like I'm forever torn, by him.
I'm just saying from a physical specimen.
Yeah,
like on a scale of 1 to 10 of handsomeness, where would you put him?
I mean, I think scientifically isn't like it's like fact. Like he's handsome. Like it's not even like subjective. It's you know what I mean.
Right.
His measurements or symmetry. I don't know. Whatever. There's a science behind
Just
that.
asking.
There's a science.
Yeah, he has a beautiful like structure, like his face structure.
He's a fucking ride.
How old is he now?
He's 51.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's a good 50.
I don't know. I thought maybe he'd be older.
Nice 51.
Don't
He was
say-
36 when he got cast in Mad Men.
Oh, Mad Men?
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
He does a lot of comedy too, and then we have a thing where when John Hamm smiles, we just think serial killer. He's got a creepy, grinchy.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a creepy grin. Like,
Yeah, he's a weird grin.
Don't do that. Just be stoic.
Yeah,
You know?
like stare off into the distance and smoke a cigarette and think to
Right.
yourself. Yeah. No, it's true.
Duran Duran got in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and I'm very excited. I love Duran Duran. I'm a big fan.
They just got it.
They got in this year. They
wow.
were just inducted along with Pat Benatar. Not that the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame means anything because it's all bullshit.
Nothing. It's bullshit.
It means nothing, but you know what? It means something to like. It's going to be on HBO, and Pat Benatar is going to get to sing, a couple of songs. She should have been in there 25 years ago before Madonna and all those other broads. Ridiculous. She was so influential, and I was happy for Duran Duran. Judas Priest got in there, and not as a performer, as musical excellence. So they won't be performing at the ceremony because it's metal.
Oh, you like metal, right? You're into it.
I'm in my world. It's my world. Do I like it? Sometimes I do. Sometimes I like it if it's good, but I don't like if it's shit. And there's a lot of shit. Carly Simon got in. How is Carly Simon just getting in now?
I know. That's what.
By the way,
and
she did a Bond theme. Nobody does it better.
Nobody does it better.
Oh,
yeah,
that's right.
That piano motif is beautiful.
Oh, it's beautiful.
What an amazing composition. Wow.
You weren't looking, but somebody found me. That's fucking amazing. She's great. You're So Vain. She wrote all these amazing songs. No one's Shirley though. Tom Thunderball though. Oof, that's a nasty one.
Sing it first.
She always runs while others walk. She laughs and loves when you talk. She lives in a world and wants it all, so she strikes like thunderbolt. That was a big
just blew me away, literally.
And he can still build that shit out. And he's 80. The what?
It doesn't sound like a very good song. Is it silly lyrics? It's got silly lyrics.
It's good. You don't know Thunderball?
I don't know the song or the movie.
I mean, yeah, but look at Goldfinger. The lyrics are terrible, but you know who wrote those? My idol, Anthony Newley, wrote that.
All right.
I mean, it's just Goldfinger. He's a man with a Midas touch, a spider's touch. I mean, touch and touch doesn't even rhyme. They're the same word.
I'm not. Yeah, right. Touch. I'm not hearing enough Shirley there. But
I don't want to.
Interpretive dance.
He'll do. He has to get away from the mic, otherwise it's distortion.
It's fucking
explodes.
explodes.
It's like Archie distortion level.
Get like far away from it, because if you're gonna do Shirley Bassey,
it's projection world, right?
Danced in a swimming pool once and belted it. It was magnificent.
Did you see Shirley Bassey on the? She was just on the BAFTAs or the AFIs the other day.
Yeah,
it was a bit rough, but my God, she still has it. At 84, it was like wow, Jesus. I mean, she'll blow the roof off the place. That girl, Jesus. What is it with the Welsh singers?
Well, she got her chops trying to compete with amplified instruments in pubs.
Yeah,
there was no microphone, and she'd do little pub gigs, and they'd have a guitar amp and there'd be snare drum and a kick drum and a hi-hat and cymbals, and she'd have to sing over them. So she just developed these huge lungs. That was it. Just it all came out over years. Then
What are you
put a
fixing there,
microphone.
Blondie? You fixing a drink? She's fixing the drink where the wine gets in.
Oh, look
Like
at
she's having a duck
those.
corn. Oh, the Merlot. Jeez, I wonder where you got the idea for that particular vintage.
I got well, but this will be for
you guys. You know what? Now that Blondie's here, I'm going to take a pee break because I can, because we got a guest. Thank you.
Yeah, we have a guest.
Sorry,
Be right back.
I said I would come on earlier.
And also, Laverne wants a snack.
Go do it, man.
And I can
Go
get
do
ice.
I forgot all about the fact that I was having a TV delivered. Yeah.
Did
like,
your TV come?
Who could be ringing me at this hour? I was like really startled. I'm like, oh, you idiot. Like, no, not food. We already picked that up. What else could it be? Flowers? No, it's the TV or same day. And it was
Did
so
you get it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's like, do you need help? And I'm like, I don't know, maybe. And then I picked it up. I'm like, not at all. I remember that's why I picked this one out. It's so light. Although it doesn't matter.
Is it big? Is it like 50 inches? No.
Yeah, it's 50. I went.
Nice.
I put the measuring thing on the wall. Like anything else is just seems egregious. Although I'm sure I'll want larger when I get this up. No, I don't really care about a large TV. Whatever, I don't.
Your Roar the Tiger said certainly not from Sideways because it's Merlot. Yeah, that is the phenomenon about Merlot. Merlot has suffered in California because of that movie. I'm not drinking any fucking Merlot. And people then thought that was a bad varietal. That was part of that. It was Paul Giamatti.
It really.
If we're drinking any Merlot, I'm not drinking any fucking Merlot.
That's ridiculous.
I'm leaving if we're drinking Merlot. There's nothing wrong with Merlot. It's just that particular character was crazy about Pinot. And Pinot lovers might have a problem with Merlot. Merlot is one of the greatest varietals in the world. Some of the greatest wines in the world are made 100% from Merlot. Petrus, one of the most expensive wines in the world, from Pomerol in France, is made 100% from Merlot. And Dan Duckhorn, the man who made the wine that you have in your hand, was obsessed with Petrus, and they don't have a chateau there. It's not Chateau Petrus, it's called Petrus. And he snuck in pretending to be part of the staff in the early 80s to see how they made their wine, because it was very secretive how they did it. Yeah. And he observed, and then he went back to California and he started making Merlot. And that movie came out and screwed the whole thing. And now his Cabernet Sauvignon costs more than the Merlot because people think Cali Cab, right? It's a big thing. And they skip his Merlot. His Merlot is amazing. His 3 pounds Merlot is amazing. If you can get your hands on it, it's more expensive. How does it look? Can you show me? Pour it into the glass. Let's have a look at the color. We have some anophiles watching tonight. No doubt.
1 second.
Now you're making me jealous. I want Cali Merlot.
What do you have? What are you drinking?
I should be drinking something nice. Let me drink something nice. I've just been having some whiskey. I don't know why.
I was.
I could have some red though. I have some.
Where's
Travis Watts says Merlot is great. Yes, Merlot is incredible. You know what Merlot is? It's the woman in the dress. Okay, it's the lady in the dress, and Cabernet Sauvignon is the man in the pants. It's the earthy, solid foundation. The woman is what creates. So, okay, the man arrives at the gala event, and he has a tuxedo on and a tie, and he looks great. He looks solid. He looks handsome. We love him, right? He's the cab. Then you mix him with the lady next to him who has the big dress and the jewels. She has all the high points. All the lights are on her. All the cameras are on her. That's Merlot. And that's why you get a thing called the Taglio Bordelaise, the Bordelaise cut. Merlot and Cab, they're complements to one another, okay? And that's what most of Bordeaux is, okay? But when you have a great Merlot, it doesn't need the dude. It's she by herself. Do you see the photos of, what's her name, who's married to Ryan Reynolds, Blake Lively? right?
I love
On the stairs, right, with her big dress at the Met
Langella.
Gala.
Oh,
Right. There you
that
go.
would be
That's Merlot. That's the
beautiful.
Merlot grape. Boom.
Mhm.
King of analogies in wine. Thank you. Thank
She
you.
looks
Thank you.
stunning. I forgot about that. Elsa. Beautiful.
So let's
Where-
see it. You're going to pour some
where's-
into the glass?
Yes, where's Fraud Mars PJ?
What?
Fraud Mars PJ?
Wasn't that amazing? He just came out with that. You know, he came out years ago. He came out with eye bashers. He comes up with these names. The
That's
guys
funny
are
you're
fucking
saying that. I was
amazing.
gonna ask what that like how that
Okay, I need this comment for him when he gets back. Hans, you legend. Pichon Lalande, Pichon Longueville, Comtesse de Lalande. I assume you're talking about Comtesse, the daughter who inherited one side of the land because she made a better wine than Baron, which is the other one. Pichon Longueville, Comtesse de Lalande is one of the greatest wines in the world. And if you mention it to Dirk, he'll go on about it for an hour. So let's not tell him. And then you mentioned Pomerol. Pichon Longueville is not a Pomerol; it is a Pauillac, but pretty close. And I admire the fact that you even came up with that. Don't get me going about wine. Shut up.
what was I going to say? Oh,
Hello, kids.
very
girls-
hard on your own.
What's that?
It's very hard living on your own, even in a small
Living
town.
on my own. That's a really bad Freddie Mercury, Mr. Bad Guy single. It was like him trying to be Giorgio Moroder. It was horrible.
I don't think I see that. I'm familiar with that one.
Living on my own. It's
Putting
just-
on like jewelry, like vintage jewelry, it's so dainty. It's very hard. But
Yeah, be
check
careful not to break it. No.
Now I got it. But check this out. Ooh. Opal.
Opals.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Oh, look at that.
That's pretty.
It's out of focus. But yeah, it's so dainty. And I have a matching butterfly necklace, and there's like 4 stones, that represent the wings, and it's beautiful. They don't make stuff like they used to. That's for sure.
They do not. So what I
Is
missed?
that
Anything good?
a vintage turquoise? What is it?
No, it's opal.
It's opal.
Mhm.
Is it aging? Is it patining? Is it changing color?
No, it looks the same as I remember it.
Dirk, look what one. I'll tell Dirk.
Oh, Pichon, Chateau Pichon Lalande. Well, I mean, Lalande is our my personal favorite Pauillac, versus the Baron, which was split between the. I feel like it was split between the sons and the daughters, and the
That's
Comtesse
exactly
is the daughters. That was what's his name? Edward Mellier. Because
Look at you.
Roseanne started the vineyard, and then it was purchased by Edouard, and when he died, he left half of it to the sons, half of it to the daughters, and the daughters, they're both deuxièmes, they're both second growths.
Yeah.
But one is super feminine.
We love Comtesse.
The Comtesse is so feminine, and we call her the lady. That's what our
Look at
nickname
this!
is.
Look at this! Look, she's pouring the Merlot. She's pouring the Dando.
Hello.
corn.
I have a
Ooh,
guest. Hi,
get that
honey.
around the glass. Swish, swish.
You gonna come in and say hello to the gang?
There you go.
Come on. Here's my.
Can you guys see it? I can't.
Yeah, we can see it's beautiful. Let me full screen you.
it.
Oh shit!
Hi, Boo Boo. You're welcome on the cast.
There you go. Well, look at the color. It's deep. Tip it for a second. Just tip it over a little.
Big baby.
Tip it all the way. Tip.
Oh
tip.
boy.
Yeah. There you go. You can go all the way to the edge of the glass. It's okay.
It's pretty.
Let me get closer.
Where you going, baby doll?
There you go.
Maybe
That's
Where
it.
you going?
Nice. Just want to see the color of the very edge. Wow, it's very dark. Whoa. Hey.
That's why it's called. That's why it's called a tipple.
Pour one out for my homies.
Cushy's asking what my and Cushy wrote my name correctly. Look with the father on the second eye. Can you believe
Oh.
that? Oof.
Oof, that's right.
I've never seen that before. Do you have any favorite wines from Napa? Yes, of course. I like Opus One. I
Mhm.
like Robert Foley, my good friend. I like, of course, Dan Duckhorn. What else do I like? Viator.
I love
like
Chateau Montelena Estate Cabernet.
Montelena. Yeah, Montelena. We
Yeah.
like
I've never had the
Dominus.
Screaming Eagle.
Dominus. We like Screaming
Oh,
Eagle. I've
we
never had.
love the Dominus.
I've never had a Colgan or a Screaming Eagle.
I mean, Eagle.
I've had Colgan. Wait,
I-
yes, you
You've had
have.
Colgan?
Yes, you have. You have too. Because Paul had a ton of it and he used to sell it to us. Yes, you
Colgan,
have.
No,
Yes, you
never
have.
had a Colgan. No, you're thinking of a different one. You're thinking of a different one. It's not Colgan. Colgan is far too rare. They only make like 900 bottles a year or something.
Yeah, I know. He gave me one for my birthday one year.
You're thinking of a different name. Somebody says Stag's Leap. Not bad. Not bad.
Artemis. Artemis is a nice wine.
I like Artemis.
Yeah, it's good. It's cheap. You know, it's good. It's you know. I like Rubicon
I'm not
very
wine,
much.
so I like Stag's Leap.
I like the sex leaf is okay. Listen, it's better than
Yeah, not bad.
you know. So when I first started drinking wine, which is a long, long time ago, and I didn't know anything about wine, I gravitated towards France as one does. Oh, look at that! Of course, look at that. That's beautiful. Look at that
Barolo.
Langella.
Tastes like Barolo. Tastes like Barolo.
Yeah.
It's a rabbit.
Honestly, I'd give 10 of these to have the one she's having. Just to have a little
Really?
Duckhorn Merlot. Oh yeah. Just because I know his technique and I've been on his vineyard. I've seen the soil he uses.
Yeah.
It's so poor. Like he looks for the poorest soil possible. So he makes the vines work as hard as possible. The guy has a lot of amazing technique.
Stay put. I'm going to go get a bottle and I'm going to explain to the wine freaks what it is, and it'll be interesting to. And you know what it is, so I don't have to explain to you
Okay.
because I have one.
I'm gonna on the Roe v. Wade thing you guys were talking about earlier.
Yes.
My main thing that I have to say about it, which I don't understand, with these Republicans or evangelicists,
Mm-hmm.
why do they want more people with on welfare like that can't afford children and having more babies? Like, that's ultimately what would happen.
Yeah, you would think they would want fewer people to give birth. Yes.
So many issues, but
yes,
it's also one that I just like. Really, they're against welfare. They're against social services. So
I know. Yeah, the minute you're born, then they want to
babies
remove all your rights. That's the old George Carlin thing. Yeah, they want to protect you until you're born. Then fuck you, you're by yourself. They're not going to give you health care. They're not going to. The exact same people. I know. Don't get me started. Jesus, you want me to go on a tirade about? You're right. Like, yeah, you don't want to give them any help. By the way, John Del Vecchio says Robert Foley Carbono. Yes, you're right. His Carbono is really good. Robert Foley is an amazing guy. I've been on his vineyard a bunch of times. He's a guitarist. He has a studio underground at the end of his caves underground, 150 feet underground. Amazing guy. Very, very interesting wines. Very strong. What are you having? You have to put it in focus, man.
I know, but I think I have to turn off this stupid.
You have to turn off your filter.
I'm going to turn off my filter because I have a.
How'd you put it on? Is that?
I have a blur on the stupid.
How do I get a filter?
Yeah, because the Telecaster in the background is slightly out of. Now the Telecaster's and now we can see the telly, the beautiful telly.
Oh,
okay. So this is a Regis Foray Burgundy, Bourguignon, right? So this wine is something that I get all the time. This bottle costs $62. Now, this bottle, this terroir, was sold. This guy's had this land in his family for years and years, generations. Well, right next door to him is Domini Romani Conti, which is the greatest, most expensive wine in the world. And they were looking for more land for La Tâche, which is one of their other brands like Richebourg, all this other crazy shit. So this guy, Regis Foray, sold something like 150 hectares to Latache using the same soil, the same vines and everything. So that wine costs thousands of dollars, and this is $62.
Wow.
Wow.
And
you
it's
get that?
really tasty. Paul sells it at the wine store. He's always sold this. And I always have because I drank during the pandemic, we drank cases of this shit. And so that he couldn't get this. This is a 2019, so this is like the best I could do. And I just said, just do me a favor, because nobody knows what that is. I don't. He goes, you don't have to buy the case. It's yours. Nobody's gonna want it. Just come in and take it when you want it.
Wow.
So I go in and get 2 bottles at a time. $62 versus Latache. What is Latache? 7,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
About 7, 8. Yeah.
Yeah.
Depends
Well, I'm
where
not
you
drinking
get
that right now. I'm drinking spritzes.
it. I'm gonna spritz Aperol.
Yeah. I'm having Aperol.
Alejandro, I'm going to answer you this question because you've been so generous so far. Does wine go well with cigars? It does not in any way, shape, or form. You do not drink wine and a cigar and have a cigar.
You have
They
whiskey,
don't
right?
there's no. You want probably like rum first, good rum. Secondly, you want a whiskey. Try to avoid Scotch whiskey because it's a different form of smoky. You're going to have an aromatic argument happening. One smoky versus another smoky. You don't want that. Rum is sweet. It doesn't argue with the smokiness of the cigar. You want to go with an Irish whiskey or a bourbon. I would say an Irish whiskey if you're going to go whiskey. The other thing you can go with is tequila. In fact, some have been noted to dip their cigars in tequila or rub tequila with their finger across the wrapper of the cigar to give it a high note. Arnold Schwarzenegger does that famously. So yeah, no wine and cigars. I'm sorry, my friend. It just, they do not mix in any way. You're not doing either of them any favors.
Wow. John Del Vecchio says, I've drank every classified growth in Bordeaux, and Mouton Rothschild is the greatest I've ever had. Outside of that, Pape Clement is great, and Haute Bailly, but prefer Bordeaux to Burgundy. Of course,
Okay.
I mean,
Some people,
all roads,
some people
as
do.
they say, all roads lead to Burgundy. I don't know how old you are, John Del Vecchio, but I'm assuming you're a younger guy.
Yeah, he
And
looks
I
in his
think,
early 30s
I think,
from the
I
photo.
think what naturally happens to people is they get into the suppleness and the smoothness of the Burgundy, and I think that that's what happens later on. I mean, my favorite one is Pichon, which is Pauillac, which is Bordeaux.
Yeah.
But man, I have really, over the last several years, really come to Jesus on the Burgundy. Yeah, when I turned down a Mouton Rothschild, no.
I just had a Mouton Rothschild 1998.
Because you know why? Because you're a dick.
It was good. It was a good night. If you follow
dick.
me on Instagram, you would have seen that photo, man. And Mouton Rothschild was the last addition to the first growths. And the Rothschild family
in
paid for it in which year?
1855.
1973.
And all these years, all these other, they're all the other ones that are kicking around in the poor fifth growths and fourth growths that think that they should be first growths. It was politics, and they probably should. You know,
politics.
Yeah, Lynch Baj.
Alejandro again.
It's a great one.
What do you prefer to drink with a cigar? Well, so I just answered that. Thank you for the super chat.
Thank you.
You should start with rum. Rum is the correct thing. Come on.
Alejandro. Who's that? Shakira?
No, that's
it's Gaga.
That's Gaga.
Oh,
Alejandro. You know, she's sucking up to the demographic. Smart move. Yeah. Shakira. We were talking about Shakira the other day. She kind of came and went and had like
she's so big, I think.
Perhaps she is, but not on the charts or in the zeitgeist. No.
Like Latin America, maybe.
Yeah. I mean, it's like Ricky Martin can still sell out stadiums in Colombia, but here he's playing the Ritz.
Yeah.
You know?
Shit.
You know, I mean, that's how that shit happens. That Latin explosion. But she was so big for a while
He's
She really
right.
only has 2 songs I know about. But, you know, his brother was extremely involved in the Latin world. So he knows more about that stuff than any of us do.
My
I'm
brother.
sure. Yeah, your brother. Yeah.
Yeah, because he played with Enrique Iglesias.
He was Enrique's lead
years.
guitar player for years. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, so he's got more of a knowledge of the way that world works, I guess. One thing about
I
Latin
just put
music.
it on Facebook and he came up. He's at the Hotel Cafe tonight in Los Angeles.
Is he
Rocking
playing
out.
with somebody?
Let me show you the photo that just came up of my bro.
Has he ever
There
played
he
in
is.
Venice, California? Because
He's
I'm
played all
going
over the place.
He's played everywhere in the world. Oh, he's playing the Gretsch.
He's playing the Gretsch. He says it sounds like a tower bell, like the church bell.
And you're welcome because I picked that guitar out.
Who's that broad he's playing? Oh, Head BTC Music.
Is it Madison
He's
Hatter?
fucking
He plays
rocking
with
it.
her a lot.
No, it's not her. She's a little blonde. That's metal. She plays
That's
metal.
name.
You're
Madison.
gone into metal world again, man.
Is she metal? Really? Madison Hatter's a metal?
Head bitch music. Is it BTCH music? Let me look her up.
Headbit. I've never even heard of it. Like we're speaking of like. I've
Can't
never
even
heard of
imagine what that is.
I don't know who she is. Head bitch music. There she is. Instagram. Let's check her. Oh, there's her. She has her own website.
Are they playing in Venice, California anytime?
I should share the screen just for everybody's watching. Share screen. Just be a nice gentleman, Ush, and just show people what you're looking at for crying out loud.
Yeah, pull it up.
As long as it's rated for our audience.
Is it up on the screen now, guys?
Yeah.
We see it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is this going to be a video?
No, I'm just gone onto her site, so maybe somebody's interested, you know. Okay, about
Make sure you
head
don't
bitch. I don't know. This is very bland, isn't it? Simple. The label.
It just feels like Ipsum Lum Doran.
Yeah, it's very minimalist.
Do you remember that when you get a?
Well, there's all our music coming up, and so you can play our music on the website. Custom music. You know what, head bitch? You need some photos, darling.
Where are the photos?
Let's find some photos of this girl.
Is he
Actually,
playing live tonight?
Emmett said he was on some pop gig thing that he was practicing for. I guess this must be it. So anybody who doesn't know, all the music for Lenny on the channel, on my channel, on the Timeless Watch channel, that's all my bro. He comes up with this fucking hilarious music, and it's great. And he was in my band with me for 25 years. And he's bald, and I've got more hair than I need. The world is not fair. There she is. Let's take a look at her.
Super weirdo. I like it.
This girl. Oh, she's just singing into a microphone. Okay.
That's her. We don't get audio though, right?
No, not from here. No, and probably for the best. I don't want it to be demonetized or whatever.
All right.
I don't mind the views being. I don't care about demonetization.
I don't think you're gonna get demonetized by head bitch.
You never know if she's signed. Who's the label? It's all about the label, man.
What is that? That's a commercial.
It's a commercial.
For depression.
She doesn't have many views or subs.
Take the new medication. Fuck it all. Just 2 pills of fuck it all.
Fuck
will
it all.
change your outlook on everything.
Anyway,
I feel so much better since I started taking my doctor prescribed me fuck it all.
I could use some fuck it all.
On death or
Couldn't we all use some fuck it all? Listen, you know,
I could definitely.
It's like bosses, landlords, lovers, fuck it all. You've tried reasoning. You've tried the truth. Now just try fuck it all.
Available at a store near you.
Available may cause loose stools, incessant laughing, peer pressure.
Peer pressure.
Just 39 installments of $49.95, and it's yours free.
Flatulence.
You know,
Oh, I love LP, Ray. She's a monster. LP is
So
a
much better.
fucking monster.
LP is great.
Do you like LP's great? Fuck. What a unique thing she is. Love her. God.
What's that song? Lost on You, is it?
Lost on You.
Oh my God.
Yeah, she's amazing. Yeah, she's great. That's a term of endearment when we go.
So good.
Animalistic.
LP's great. My Mary Ryan wants to have a lesbian affair with her in the worst way.
Really?
She
looks very masculine, LP.
Well, she's a manly looking, I think that happens, when you're a girl and you decide to jump the fence. It's never for another girl. It's as pretty as you. It's for this, look at Cynthia Nixon's, her husband or whatever he is. She's a freight train. She's a Big Mac truck of a woman.
Oh, Nixon's
Cynthia
wife?
Nixon's wife. Yeah. I mean, I just think opposites attract in that. You don't ever see two lipsticky girls going at it. There's always like a LP. She's a bit on the butch side. It's much more genteel, much more acceptable for like a girl to say, "Oh, I'm in a relationship with a woman right now because I feel like it."
Amber Heard was in a relationship with a female.
Was she?
Does you know that? I just
No, I missed that one.
I knew that.
Not just a relationship. They were married, I think.
Oh, is
and
that
it was
right?
apparently abusive too.
Well,
whole shebang.
she was arrested at Seattle Airport. For allegedly, like, she was with her wife or girlfriend at the time, and like it was something, she grabbed her arm. They were arguing, and like cops got involved and arrested Amber. She spent the night in jail, but then they ended up, I believe, dismissing it. And the girlfriend, I think, has been said, made statements saying, like, she was wrongfully arrested, like she wasn't like assaulting me or anything. But yeah, she got arrested for DV, but it ultimately got dismissed. So I saw it in the depositions, I guess, from that UK case, maybe.
Yeah.
Or maybe, or unless they were from this case, but earlier on, I don't know. But anyway, I had no idea until today. I was like, holy shit, that's crazy.
Yeah. She has a history.
Did you see this, Sheen?
What?
Holy fuck balls.
Yeah.
He won?
Today it happened.
Today.
Sinn Féin won. Yeah.
Sinn Féin
Sinn
won?
Féin won in Northern Ireland.
Think of old Northern Ireland. Think of Ireland.
Think of Ireland.
It would have never happened.
No, so many people would be dead.
Yeah, they won.
Wow.
I
did not know that happened.
And Jerry Adams isn't around to see it either.
Is he dead, Jerry?
Yeah.
I didn't know Jerry was. When did he die? Jesus.
Jerry Adams.
Jerry Adams.
Oh no, is he not dead? I thought he was dead.
No, he's not dead. He's like,
oh my God,
fuck.
I'm so sorry.
Is he as good as dead?
He might be. There's some sort of issue.
73.
He's 73. But there was some sort of issue with Jerry Adams. I thought he was dead. I thought he passed away.
Yeah, well, he might have been dead.
So sorry. I might get executed now.
Well, no, you know what? Because he became such a no, because you went from a bunch of guys with slingshots and rocks to an actual political party, and I think that might have pissed a lot of people off. That
it wasn't that. The reason I'm thinking of it is that he maybe left the party. There was some sort of
leave
a couple of years ago. I remember.
No.
Jerry. What Jar?
Yeah. Well, good stuff, Northern Ireland. Wow.
Yeah,
coming a little bit closer. It's moving on.
Yeah. Oh, Jerry's still alive. I'm so sorry. My God.
Yeah,
what's wrong with
shit
me? Happens. Maybe I had a dream. First saw this happens sometimes.
Could have been.
You see moments and you're like, then it happens and you're like, fuck. I don't dream about that. Maybe it's all in playback, guys. Yeah, Sinn Féin. It's an amazing moment.
Amber Heard's girl, Blondie. Blondie, what kind of music do you listen to, Megan? Do you know? And does anybody know your real name? Or should we just stick to
Don't
Blondie?
do not.
Okay.
You
Okay.
get
Fucked up.
me.
Helen.
You.
Helen, what kind of music do you like, Helen?
Helen. Ah, you're
Change
not
your
fucking
name.
it.
Martha.
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 Else in the room?
Martha.
D. I love my heart belongs to classic rock. Mostly Led Zeppelin,
Like Zeppelin. Yeah.
Pink Floyd, not the Who. I don't like the Who, so I don't.
Me neither. I get it, but I'm not a fan.
She likes Zeppelin and Floyd.
I get it.
Me?
I think the Who have so many great songs, and Pete Townsend's a genius. Yes. But like, I never find myself. It's like I don't dislike them. I like them. I never listen to them for pleasure.
Yeah, like let me just go on my Spotify.
If I want the Who though, I listen to Behind Blue Eyes and The Real Me because those songs destroy. I love those two songs. But they've got a lot of great Quadrophenia. I mean, sometimes I just say I'm just not qualified because I know it's great. It just didn't hit me where it should have.
Can we get back to what Blondie likes?
Yeah.
Fleetwood Mac. I also love Broadway show tunes, in particular, Phantom and Les Mis. Also, I like soundtracks to movies that aren't really good, such as Mamma Mia and Les Mis, the Les Mis movie where Russell Crowe, especially, is singing "Star."
I didn't mind him.
It's so terrible, but it's good.
It's good. I didn't mind him. You know what really bothered me was Eddie Redmayne butchering "Bring Him Home."
No.
Because that song is one of the most beautiful songs ever written to be sung by any human being.
He blew
and it was so badly
butchered.
Oh, fuck. I thought Russell Crowe, because I had a weird Russell Crowe dream a long time ago. I won't even get into it because it was like I didn't understand how that happened, but it was weird. Anyway, we had the rides and it was very strange. I don't know why. He's never had
the rides.
We did. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. I also had a dream about Angelina Jolie, and that was a full-on ride too.
I was like,
I woke up and I went,
"She's a beautiful woman," but I would never have that dream.
Yeah, I went, "What the fuck was that?" When I woke up,
sexy woman in any way.
Yeah, it's weird.
It's like a stoic statue.
She was. Can I say she was shit?
In the dream,
she was.
I'm just
total
glad we're
shit.
talking about dreams now. So
she was total shit, and Russell Crowe was a great ride. He was like a super bag. Great. I was like, we had a lot of fun.
He probably is. That guy is probably a good ride. He's
a total ride because he's funny.
He's funny. What the fuck? I was going straight for the sexual. He's a big butch Aussie fella. He's gonna grab you and turn you around.
I don't know if that's what you want. I think funny goes a long way.
That's my job as a red.
Right. I mean, I think whatever. She was just like people who are so self-conscious in the act are the worst people to sleep with. Because if you're conscious of yourself, you should leave the fucking room. Like she was so busy primping and preening, and it's like people who like to look at the mirror while they're doing it. What's the point of that?
Like in the American Psycho, and he flexes his arm.
Yeah.
Sabrina or whatever her name was.
Oh, Jesus Christ! So we're back to Blondie because we digress.
So yeah, she likes Floyd, Zeppelin. A dream come true.
Cream.
She likes Cream. Listen to this.
Cream. Do you enjoy Cream Machine?
I have the Cream box set in
Jack
Cream.
Bruce.
Yeah, Jack Bruce. My goodness. Yeah.
What an unusual
you gotta appreciate that.
Oh, of course. God. Do you know what band I hate from that era?
Doors.
I actually love the Doors.
Oh, I love the Doors.
Bob, because I fucking hate.
I hate Creedence. I just find him so irritating to listen to.
He's got a distortion in
down on the bayou. It's just so annoying to listen to. I'm not saying he's not a great John Fogerty. He's written a lot of unbelievable songs, but he wrote Proud Mary. I mean, fuck me. It's amazing. Yeah.
Doors for me are they're a
Masterpiece.
phenomenon.
Do you know what? And I know that we're going to agree on this. The ultimate Doors is the Soft Parade. What a fucking album with all those strings and horns.
Yeah, but
Jesus
also yeah. But
Now go ahead, expound.
she's singing she's
It's
singing
Cream.
Cream.
Down, down, down.
So I think that was the first thing I learned on the bass guitar when I was
Really?
7 years
That
old.
riff.
And do you think Sabbath stole that? Some people say my love cannot be true. It's the same bass line.
You know what else I like though? I love Cranberries, and I was supposed to see her the month that she ended, or she died a month before. I was supposed to see her.
Dolores.
Yeah.
Love her.
Smashing Pumpkins, a lot of like that 80s stuff. I had a brother who's he's 6 years older than me, so he was heavy into K-rock, and for some reason he had the luck of, I don't know, he would call K-rock and win tickets constantly, but he was under 18, so he'd say my father's name. This motherfucker went to Lollapalooza in like 8th grade, and my dad drove them in the Bronco, the OJ Bronco, and everyone was chanting like juice, juice at the concert at Lollapalooza, and he's in 8th grade.
What does that mean?
My brother fucking got to do cool shit, and I fucking didn't. Like an 8th grader going to Lollapalooza? Fuck.
Wow.
That's awesome. In
what year?
In the OJ Bronco.
Well, what year? What year? 2000 and? Because I played Lollapalooza a bunch of times. Maybe you were. Maybe you saw me and you thought they're shite. I played Lolla. I don't know, 4 times, 5 times. I don't know.
You know what? It must have been
4 times.
He graduated high school in 98, so 94.
No.
Or 93, 94.
Pumpkins I nearly played with because they lost their bass player, so I got the call to play bass. I had to
with
learn
them.
a bunch of songs.
He's really interesting. He's had some great interviews.
They found her though in a hotel. The bass player
Darby.
She went missing.
Darcy.
Oh, Darby. That's
Darcy.
Right. Darcy.
Yeah.
Darcy.
She
and then you got
missing.
Melissa Audemoff. Yeah.
That's
I
right.
had to learn 5 songs in 2 nights. I was like, I practiced and blah 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 because I was working in James E. Haas studio. I was mixing a record.
Stratosphere.
The person who owned the studio was like, he's the man for the job. So I got the call and I was like, fuck yeah, I'm totally doing the gig. They're like, how much do you want? I'm like, I don't want it. And just like, I'll do it for free. I don't give a fucking shit. I'll fucking play. And at last minute, like I learned all the songs, and then they were like, oh, we found her. She was on a drug binge in a fucking hotel room or something.
Oh, is that right?
And I was like, all right, shit. Almost played with the Pumpkins. All right, don't worry.
I think they're kind of whiny anyway.
I don't mind them. I think they're great. Great song.
I prefer the shit he wrote for
Billy Corgan.
Billy Corgan, yeah.
He's a weird fellow. He's
a weird guy. He's an artist.
He's got some
He's an
heavy
artist.
guitar shit though.
He does. Bullet with Butterfly Wings. That's as heavy as fuck.
I like United States.
Yeah.
Remember after 9/11, they wrote that song United States.
Yeah.
Ooh, that was big shit. It was all that. It was great. Yeah, love Billy Corgan. Everybody coming in with the Billy Corgan comments.
Nathaniel says, Jericho, want to talk about abortion? How about better than Ezra's cover of Behind Blue Eyes? I haven't heard it, and on your recommendation, I'll skip it. Behind Blue Eyes is a beautiful song. I mean, do you know what it is about Roger Daltrey? His vocals don't speak to me. Do you like Roger Daltrey, Blondie? Do you like it? Do you think he's sexy?
He doesn't like the Who.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah,
I agree. He's talented. He has, more talent.
Yeah. I mean, Pete Townsend is the real talent in that band. I mean, they all were ridiculous, I don't particularly care for Keith Moon's style of playing. It's not my thing. I know people love him. But who's your
Townsend
favorite
is larger than life.
He's
He
larger
walks
than
onto
life.
stage. We got off. We walked off, and I stood right by his amp, and he comes on, and he had a hunchback, and it was like he looked like an old man, and he picks up his guitar, and within seconds turned into a rock god. And I remember thinking, okay, rock has nothing to do with how good you look,
No.
or how fit you are, or how young you are. It has not, as Lemmy from Motorhead says,
Lemmy.
if you think you're too old to rock and roll, you are.
You are.
So he walks out, and then he picks up the guitar. I was like, and we're all so much, I was like 40 years younger than him, and he just took over the entire stage. And I witnessed an out of body thing. I was like, oh my God, that's it. There it is. It was fucking crazy moments. They were crazy.
I mean, he single-handedly wrote all their entire repertoire by himself.
Yeah.
No one writes anything in that band.
He's the engine. Yeah. And the dictator.
Yeah.
But I mean, you see him on stage, it's like, there it is. That's what they want. He's a god. It's like
and now he's deaf. He's got
really?
What's that condition? When you have the nonstop ringing in your ear?
Tinnitus.
Tinnitus.
Yeah. Maddening. I have it.
I mean, I'm sure I have.
You
a bit
have
of
it?
but...
I mean, you have it.
I have tinnitus. I have hearing aids.
You do?
I'm not wearing them, but like I can still hear, but I'm like my insurance paid for it 100%. That's how much not a lot of insurance companies pay for that either. They're expensive.
Wow.
Fuck.
Okay.
I have an
hearing aids are unbelievably expensive.
Yeah, they're the best Bluetooth headphones on the market.
Is that right?
They really are. And they've come a long way. Actually, I have an appointment soon because I haven't worn mine in a few years. And the tech, like, since basically over COVID, I got them before COVID. And then the technology, though, has already, in the time that passed, come a long way that I am due for new ones. And I'm like, okay, insurance wants to pay. Okay, sure, do it. Whatever you say.
Wonder why though that because I've got elderly people in my family who require those, and I could not believe the cost of those things. Like I have a pair of fucking these things. These cost fucking $1,500.
What are those?
This is they're ultimate ears. They're in ears.
I've never heard of that.
Every singer in the world uses them.
Okay.
So you just take them and you pop them in your ear.
Got it.
They're the wireless headphones that you use when you're on stage.
Okay.
Right. So these are $1,500.
Yeah. And
they're like the latest. There's like 16 drivers in them. And Gloria's hearing aids,
like
$6,000.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Are they smaller? Are they?
Can't see them. No one can tell. They're like so.
They're just flesh colored.
The only thing
I could have got flesh colored ones.
Is outside of my this piece, but they match it to your hair. I have it upstairs. I could show you. It's really tiny though. But it's in your ear. That's the only thing that I can't get used to. It's
These go deep in your ear canal.
Yeah. Like those do too?
Yeah, you get a mold and they stick the goo down your ear canal. Yeah.
Oh, but yours are like like molded.
They're molded and they go deep. You actually have to take the thing and you put it in, and then you have to twist it, and then it goes deep into your ear canal. It goes about an inch deep into your ear canal.
Ugh, it makes my ears itchy.
It's a weird thing.
Ugh.
You have to get used to them. They're weird. She knows all about it. He wore them for years.
I didn't. They would always pop out of my head.
Well, they weren't fit correctly because
they weren't fit correctly on the Bryan Adams tour. They would just pop out, and they had to build a whole sound monitor system just for me. The rest of the lads were fine.
Right.
This is my problem. Okay. So for anybody watching, I would they put these things in, and then the wire back down and tie it behind my back, and after a few gigs, they're like, this guy's fucking crazy. Like, spin your head, shake your head. I'm like, okay. And I would go crazy. Spin your head nice and tight. Okay. We're good. Okay. And I'd be like, fine, after the sound check. And then go back. And then I would drink a vodka cranberry about that size. And I would walk out. And the electricity when you play the show is a totally different animal. And half a song through, boom, they fly out. Because I start fucking going nuts like an animal. It would be a total other level of animal.
Didn't stand a
And
chance.
they would just pop out of my head. And then I was listening to nothing. I could just hear snare drum miles away. The drummer over there. I couldn't hear anything else.
Oh my God.
And I would be trying to play piano and bass at the same time. Good luck with that. I remember one time we were in New Hampshire supporting Bryan Adams, and I was using the sound from the slapping back, the back of the venue, slapping back at me like a second later, half a second later. I was trying to compensate, like I was playing my syncopated parts, trying to anticipate what I was hearing when I was playing. It was a disaster. In the end, they put out speakers in front of me and they went old school.
Oh, yeah.
Just like,
like wedges.
Yeah, this guy's a fucking maniac. We can't do anything with this guy. Because it was a difference between wasn't a calm player in any way. I just fucking go nuts. And whatever grinta, as they would say in Italian. I don't know the word for that. Grinta. You're I don't know. Grinta. Fuck. Can't even think.
What does that mean?
Grinta. Your grinta is your anger, your ire, your
ire.
Fuck, I don't know. Google Translate. Come on, help me. Your grinta. I would just fucking approach it with such grinta. Now I'm screwed because now there are words that I don't even know. Your grit. Your grit.
Oh, your grit.
Yeah, I had such grit. I was fucking, and they would just pop out like 30 seconds into the first song. And the crew were like, oh, this is nuts. We fucking just prepared for all this. But the guy's got half a pint of vodka in him. Now he's a maniac. Stay away from him. You know, he's fucking dangerous now.
The Hulk, like,
yeah, it was like the Hulk. It was madness. Yeah, right.
Bust out of his clothes, out of his microphone.
It was just madness when I fell on the stage in Milwaukee and my kneecap came out, and the crowd, the guys come over to pick me up, and they're like, I'm like, leave me alone for a second. Hang on. They want to pick me up off the floor. My fucking bass is smashed to shit. And I said, hang on a minute. I had to fucking whack my kneecap back in. And then I finished the gig with a fucking swollen kneecap. And I got off, I walked off the stage after the gig. And they all looked at me and they went, now we know what the term crazy Irishman means. Because you fucking knocked your kneecap back in and kept playing, you psychopath.
I feel like this is a male.
One of the it's not a male thing. It's just like let the music play. That's Santana. So one of the guys goes, I'm just gonna give you one of the fucking guys just lifting the cables. He goes, that was fucking crazy. You are a maniac, and you finished the gig. And he goes, I'm gonna give you a gift right now, okay? I'm gonna give you a gift because you're going to the hospital because your leg is destroyed. And he goes, I'm gonna give you a gift, and don't tell anybody. I said, okay. And he says, I'm gonna shake your hand. And he shook my hand, and I felt a lump, and it was a big Vicodin. That's
oh shit.
And he goes, don't fucking tell anyone I gave you that. And I said, you're my brother. Reach out to me. We'll have drinks someday if you ever come to New York. I fucking popped that shit. I smiled my way through the entire hospital process because it was like he took the edge off everything. Anyway, what are we doing here with the? Yeah, it fucking worked. Oh my god! Thank God for that. Woo.
That'll work. Vicodin will do the business.
A fat one that size, yeah, sure.
Ooh, shit.
Though I always prefer Percocets over Vicodin.
I like Valium. Valium, then blue 10s. They just give you just one. Gives you just that edge you want. Just go. But you know what works for me? One drink does the same thing for me.
On the stage?
Oh, on stage? No, I don't
You
do
don't
anything.
drink.
Nothing. No Diet Coke.
Red Zamatori says, I think Blondie looks like a stinger. Tina Marie.
I
Do we
should
know
drink
Tina
on
Marie?
stage. Tina Marie, of course, legend. You know Tina Marie, right?
Yeah. That's
Sure.
Tina.
You want to see something funny that I found here? Watch this. This is you'll
Hold on,
be
I'm
amused
going
by
to
it.
pull up Tina Marie.
Oh no, I'm going to show you something real quick, funny first though. Hold on.
Yeah.
Oh, share screen. This guy. This ready for this? Watch, right? Okay, ready? This is me getting my in-ears done.
Why is your mouth open?
Yeah.
Because you have to keep your mouth.
Oh, 'cause you're thinking.
Your mouth has to be open so your eardrum, your eustachian tube, doesn't get.
Oh, look at that. It's like
so
foam.
creepy. Oh, that's so weird.
Dude.
And they shoot it all the way down your ear canal.
No.
Yeah, isn't that horrible?
You look younger now than you were. How long ago was that?
2018.
You look better
Before
now, man.
COVID.
Amazing.
Yeah.
You look good there, but you look better now, man.
No, I got baggy eyes there because I look tired. You know, but you know, whatever.
How much were those earphones?
Well, the best they were $1,500, or and then your brother got me an artist deal because he was with Enrique, so I got in and out of there for $800.
Nice.
But I have them connected to, you know, the other shit. You know, you plug them into a little wireless pack and you transmit that to a receiver, so you know you can run around the stage and not have any wires on you. So
Russell C says Dave Grohl bust leg moment there. No, better, because okay, my right kneecap came out and I pushed it back in. I whacked it back in, and I used my right leg to control my pedals and the sustain pedal on the keyboard. And if you know Mr. North, if you've seen any of the videos I put on the, you see that I control a lot with my right leg. So I was dropping a dead limp leg on the pedals and on the fucking sustain pedal. I was dropping it. I was lifting it up and dropping it. Fucking yeah, rock moment. If that's what you love, it was a real one of those. But I commend Dave Grohl for sitting in a stretcher and with his leg up and playing.
he's that guy's he's a solid citizen. That
yeah,
fucker.
he is. He's great. Yeah.
There's no doubt about it.
Where's Blondie from? You're from the East Coast.
Planet. Yes, the East Coast. The East Coast.
That's vague. Are you from the planet Earth?
Planet Earth.
Your body is it? He goes. Are you human? My body is.
What's
Do you
that
remember
from?
that? That's from Keanu Reeves in the remake of
the day the Earth
stood still. They like, are
Yeah.
you human?
My body is.
My body is.
Yeah.
Fucking everybody's like, what? I enjoyed the fuck out of that movie. It was
Great
great.
story.
John Hamm was in it.
I love him.
It's
Kinda.
all right. It's all good. John
I mean,
Hamm's in it.
it's good taste.
He's in that movie with what is it? Kristen Wiig.
Bridesmaids, where he plays a total
It is
douche.
Bridesmaids. Yeah, he was in it for a minute.
He has a Porsche.
The funniest line in that is the movie starts out where she's in bed with him and she goes into the bathroom and she puts makeup on and deodorant, and perfume, so she looks good, and she crawls back into bed and he goes, oh wow, so you slept over? And she's like, yeah, well, you know. He goes, I thought we kind of had a rule against that. And then she's like, blah blah blah. And he goes, I don't really want to sound like a dick, but I really think you should go.
I feel like those were outtakes, and they just like put that. They're like, let's like throw it in the front.
It was way too good, man. He's like, I really think you should go. So bad. How many people feel that way after they wake up after doing that? How many people feel like that? I mean, I'm glad I don't, but
Let's hear it, guys.
Shitty. How many people think that way? John Hamm's most iconic watch, sorry, is his 1966 Omega DeVille.
Is DeVille, yeah. With the crosshairs on
With
the
the crosshairs and the date.
yeah.
Beautiful. Fucking
Beautiful.
That was, I think, season 2 of Mad Men. Because later on he went Rolexy.
Big Papa makes a good point. It's an iconic picture.
Yeah, it is. I mean, he had an Explorer later on, and that's, it was beautiful. There's no doubt about it. But like, I think that the watch that really kind of epitomized the Don Draper aesthetic was definitely the DeVille. Just kind of what he looked like.
I need help from people watching. There's a Kenny Rogers song. I believe it's Kenny Rogers, where it's like an acid trip. It sounds very Cream-esque.
Kenny Rogers.
Somebody please give me the name because it's so good. And I forgot. I can't find it. And
I often sing
Oh,
Kenny
God.
Rogers song to my cat. Lady, I'm your knight in shining armor and I love you.
And so is Michael McDonald. Let's not forget about Michael McDonald, people. He's also amazing.
Minute by minute by minute.
Why can't I find
Yeah, it's beautiful.
it?
You can't understand a word Michael McDonald says.
I think it's
That's beautiful, though. I would rock the fuck out of that. That's beautiful, man. What size is that?
With a watch of the man.
Oh,
Sorry.
Jesus.
Sorry.
I have no designs on John Hamm at all. He's too beautiful.
Isn't that what I have or no? The Explorer one.
You have the 39 mil version of that.
Which one is what size is this?
That's the 36.
That's
Look
a
at it.
36, yeah.
Oh,
Look at
the
tiny
36.
It looks good, though.
It's the 13. I should have the 36.
The turkey.
Turkey.
I didn't
The
say
turkey.
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 I should have the 39.
Chris, I didn't say turkey.
I know you did. I did.
That's the turkey.
Turkey shirt, right.
Top of the morning to you.
Oh, jeez. Is there anything worse than when somebody says top of the morning to you?
By the
Jesus.
way, look at this. It says Swiss T 25.
Yeah.
And it's not the same thing. Like look at the 369. It's not the
He
same.
should have 39.
39.
39, right.
9.
That's the 9 to 3. Right. It's gorgeous. It's only gorgeous there. That's a beautiful watch, though. It is. I love it.
She has the 39 version. Do you have the one with the Lumen 369 or the previous version with the white gold?
I have Lumen, I believe.
You have Lumen 369
Lumen?
or not?
Oh, it's Lumen.
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 Lumen Nova.
Lumen, like luminol, like after a murder.
What's
When the murder, when they see if there's any. Do you really have the 369 that loom up? That I like. I much prefer
I
that.
don't know. I don't really know. I could go grab it. Will you guys be able to tell?
Yeah,
Yeah, we'll be able to tell.
We'll be able to tell.
Like,
Two watch aficionados, one with a channel, be able to tell.
No, but
I think so.
Like a special flashlight the other night to like wake up. It's like daytime. It was. Anyway.
We'll just sit here and do Michael McDonald impersonations.
No, comment to that weird trippy acid song for Kenny Rogers. Wait.
Does anybody know what that is?
I have to look at the comments.
I think I don't know.
Okay.
Kenny, is it a hit song?
No, I mean it's awesome. So yeah, it should be. I don't know.
I mean, I know Kenny Rogers, bigger hits. They gotta know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em. I know that one. Lady, I'm your knight in shining armor, and I love you. I sing that to Laverne all the time.
Oh yeah,
Lady, yeah,
that's nice.
it's like she's lady.
Let me see who's watching over on iBashers. Anybody
Probably like
still there?
Anybody, 3 people.
Let's see. It wasn't so bad last time. It was like 100 people. It was like it's coming over. I need to make it difficult for them. Just like have them come over.
Yeah.
Per forza.
Kenny Rogers. I don't know. She'd have to find that. I wouldn't even know where to begin to look for a thing like that.
31 watching on iBashers. Hey guys,
Right.
already
Hi,
on the
I'm
iBashers channel.
on the iBashers channel. You got to move everybody over there, bitches. You're bashing. Nick Nicola. Hey, Mark P, you just dropped in. Oh, the song she's referring to is Just Dropped In. Jesus, you guys are good, man.
Look at them.
Shit. Should I like turn that on, see what that sounds like? Because I have no fucking idea. We can't listen to it on here, though. That's okay. Wait till she gets back. She's going to... Hi, Nicola. Nicola. Good to see you too, buddy. Thanks for hanging in here. You're here every week, and you're just fucking magic, man. So thank you.
Yeah. Truman Burbank, Georgia Mandani. I am setting up a thing with Georgia. It's been a while. Like she's a busy woman, and we're supposed to do a thing together. I'm supposed to go out to Genoa and hang out with her and see The Office and talk watches and stuff. Georgia's game. She's cool. Been talking to Georgia for a while.
Okay, I brought them down. I need a proper box.
Just dropped in.
Travel one.
She doesn't have. Do you wear headphones or no? Blondie.
Yeah, she has
Oh,
headphones.
do you want me to get them? Will that sound?
No.
better?
But can you hear us?
Yeah. Can you
The cognoscenti of the iBash channel just told us it's called Just Dropped In.
What? What's
The
called?
song title. Kenny Rogers.
Oh, it is. Yes. That's it. I gotta hear it.
See? You see, they're an encyclopedia. It's the hive mind. We don't need Google. This is a better hive mind. These guys.
Yeah, I don't like Googling shit anymore. It's no fun.
Yeah.
Like I remember when my brother or my sister would call me up in the middle of the night and say, "Hey, who played the stalker on the new Bob Newhart show?" And we'd have to think about it. It was fun.
Pull it up, Davey. Pull it up.
Oh my God, that song's fun. That's it. Just dropped in. Wow. I'm so bad with names. That's it, though. It's got to be it. Well done.
I'm changing watch just for the heck of it.
I'm just polishing mine, giving it a quick
You have
shot.
to polish it. You're wearing that. He's wearing his Fraudemar Piguet right now.
Fraudemar.
Fraudemar Piguet. Did you
I swear
trademark
to God,
that?
that's the fucking craziest thing you've
Kennedy?
ever come up with. Oh, there you go. Now let's watch Dirk just talk.
What happened? Oh,
Just
the
that
Borg.
comment.
I'm not going to bore the fuck out of you with my. Oh, that's beautiful. Let's see. Give it us a look.
Let's see it.
You don't.
Okay, you have the new version.
It's the
that
new
has
one.
Lumen
There's no-
369.
yeah,
That
yeah.
is the 214217, I think. I had one of those actually. That is a 39.
Let's see that on you. Let's see how sexy that looks. Let's see.
Looks good.
It's a bit
Watches
large.
looks sexy.
Yeah, but it's okay. It's okay. It's a bit large.
Yeah.
I brought my other one down as well. And I plan to buy a Cartier watch this weekend.
Okay.
She's going for a gold.
That looks great.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
I love that
Jennifer
one.
Aniston. Yeah, she rocked it.
Yeah, she rocks an Explorer. Yeah.
I'm not doing the right angles, but yeah. Don't mind my
Beautiful.
curling irons.
That's
Okay,
great.
so I need a
She's looking at a
I will need a
Cartier.
box when I get the Cartier because
Oh.
I only have my little travel case. Which
What else do you have there? I
Mm.
can't. You gotta stop. I can't see. You
Two
gotta stay
tone,
still.
just-
Oh, it's
No,
two tone.
Bring it closer.
Is it backwards? It's upside down.
it's upside down.
You're upside down.
Oh, sorry. Okay, hold on.
Okay.
1 second, everyone. Ready? It's not on the right date, obviously, because I'm not wearing it.
That's nice. I like the old bezel. Look at that. What
Yeah.
year is that watch?
I don't.
90s,
It's pretty. No, it's very. It's pretty recent. I think.
noughties.
No, not with that bezel.
No, it is. I believe. Yeah.
That bezel is it's not very fluted though,
I
is
get
it?
it in. What do you call it? Fucking. You know what it looks like, anyway.
Sure.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
But I
Two-tone.
believe
Day
it.
I'm
trust.
gonna show you the
check.
watch that she's interested in getting. Are you gonna get it, Blondie?
I
You gonna
don't
go
know
for
if
it?
I'm gonna get that one, but I definitely want. Okay, so
Ballon bleu.
No, she's into
no,
this.
I don't
Let me
I don't
show you.
want that shape. I want the
Roadster.
or the rectangular
No,
Santos.
I'm gonna show. No, it's not. It's the Tank American she wants.
Oh yeah,
No.
well that's it. Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, but I don't.
Oh,
know
moon
that.
face. Yeah.
Moon
I don't know that-
face. This is the one she's interested in.
I don't know. I
Okay.
don't know that I'm gonna get
No.
that. I don't
No.
bracelet.
Look at that.
All right.
thing.
Look at that bracelet. Oh my
Look
god,
at the
it's so
bracelet.
feminine
I
and
love-
delicious.
fucking
Oh my god,
nice.
please get that. It's gorgeous.
Look at.
It's not
look
quartz,
at that.
is it?
Look at that.
Look
Yeah,
at
but
Of
that.
course, it's quartz. It's a woman's Cartier. It's always quartz.
Oh my god, but can you justify 10 grand for a fucking quartz watch? Jesus
Yes, you can
Christ.
because it's
Listen, hear me
Cartier.
out.
Because Cartier, that bracelet, okay, it's jewelry. It's the most, that bracelet is gorgeous. Fuck, that's beautiful. Wow. Look at that thing.
Sorry, Blondie. What were you saying?
I so I have a question. So the Santos, what was it? The Tank Santos?
Mm-hmm.
Can you? I know after 2018 they started making the bracelets interchangeable with a leather strap, which I like that. That is a great to have that interchangeable. Although not, I don't think I'll change it much, but I like to have that option. I just think I want maybe like a Santos or Tank and
Do you have the reference?
no. Hold on, I wrote stuff down.
This is stunning. I want it for me. Like this
I know.
thing is
Gonna
just a
ask you if
hunk
I
of
don't-
gold.
I didn't bid on the other one though. The other, the other one. So I meant to do that, but I just want to. I don't know.
You're looking at all gold, Santos.
No, I was thinking stainless even.
Okay.
Granted, I have the Explorer, but that's different, obviously. And it will go nicely with my garter ring, and
Do you know which one?
I didn't like look yet, but if it's after 2018 that the Santos, I believe, were. Wait, hold on. Let's see.
Was that the Domicile?
No, it's a Cartier de. What
Because
was
this
it?
would look nice in you. Mind you, it's
Oh,
only
no.
26 mil.
It was either the Tank Solo. No, it was the Santos de Cartier that, in 2018 they started having this, whatever, the strap the bracelet that you could interchange with.
Oh,
a
sure.
strap. I don't know if it can. I'm guessing it continued after. I don't know. I don't know much about it, so that's why I have a lot of work to do this week. And if I am too,
I thought you were all about the gold thing.
I know, but then
It's a lot of money and stuff.
People talked about it last night. I think I asked it about it on Timmy's stream,
Mhm.
and people brought up, just the classic one, just beautiful,
Yeah.
and I can get it have that classic beautiful look for a lot less, and spend that money and put it towards whatever. I don't know.
Right.
I'm also torn and kind of want a reverse, but everyone's like, no, the Cartier, blah, 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 and can also get what is it called? A JLC. I don't know the model, but it's moon phase under.
It's a reverso moon face.
Yeah, it's
Well,
a
that
reverse.
yeah, no, I know there's a reverse moon phase. I love that. But there's another JLC watch. I think it only comes in 10 sizes probably. That has moon phase, a round watch. It's nice, but I don't
Dirk,
know.
tell me, Dirk, are you watching?
Yeah, I'm watching.
Great. He looks
I'm just spying on. I'm spying on Rose right now because she didn't call me back. But go ahead.
Oh.
What am I looking at? The glitter, the gorgeous glitter of your
damn it.
Come on,
Fraudemar.
my
It's
father.
beautiful. It is.
Let me loom it up. Let me loom it up. a little
Loom it
bit.
up. Is it obscene?
No, not crazy. Just beautiful.
What
Yeah.
watch has the best loom in history? Is it?
Omegas are amazing. The newer,
Panerai?
well, Panerai is great. Yeah, sure.
We can't see the loom.
Seikos are amazing. Like Seikos above a couple of $100 are amazing for loom. Yeah, you can't really see loom right now.
So wait, my loom is like the new loom. It's not the cooler loom, old loom.
No, you have the cool loom.
Oh, I
you
have
got
the cool loom?
369. Yeah.
Okay.
Can you loom it up for us?
Okay, yes, I can.
Machine has that magic thing, which, by the way, I've looked for everywhere. I can't find it.
Oh, they're all over the place. Little
They're
UV
not here.
light. See, little UV light. That's all you need.
Yeah, what's his name? I forgot his name. He's really cool. I just got another incredible watch after he got the new Santos Large in blue, and he showed it. It was incredible. It's really cool looking watch.
Which guy's that?
He I forgot his name. He just got another watch. He's one of the guys on Timmy. I think he's on the West Coast. That helps.
Is it Bear Clooney?
No.
He this guy he just got the call from his AD, I think, the other day about what did he get? I forgot. Anyway.
Does that have a Dupont?
He had the thing.
Does that have a Dupont de Chrono? No, mine does.
To beat the pro.
Mine does.
Did you fire it up, Blondie?
I'm trying. Okay, let's see.
It's hard with the new iPhones. They don't work. Whatever it is about there. So I just put on my
No, my new light fixtures is what's.
I just put on this
something.
fucker.
Oh, Jesus.
You like that?
I do.
That's the Sea Dweller SD43. You like that?
Oh, I got it going, guys.
That suits you so well, that watch.
Yeah, that's me, right?
That's so you, that watch. That watch
Beefy
is so
fucking
you.
watch, right?
So you.
Okay, she's got the loom going.
Oh wait, no, I need the light on. Then you see it. Damn it!
Oh,
Wait.
let's see shit.
Yeah, turn the light off.
No, it's because my screen is too bright.
There you go, perfect. Now we'll see the
I
loom.
don't see it.
I don't see anything.
Yeah, she didn't fire it up right.
I had it. Oh, I can see it. Like.
No, it's supposed to fucking light up like a torch.
Yeah.
Okay, well, maybe we
So
need more.
can you see 369?
Yeah, I see it.
So
It's
yeah,
cool.
it's exactly the model I thought.
Mhm.
So you have the 214270. That's
Sorry,
what you have.
guys. Well,
It's okay.
I thought these lights were more powerful. But I thought it was really cool. Very nice. I don't usually wear it like in the dark, like look at it like that. Have it charged up. How much time does it need to take like some light?
It can take
Right
pretty
away.
fast.
Fast.
Let me show you mine.
His loom technique.
Yes, let's see.
I don't know if the lighting is going to work here because I actually have very bright lighting in this room. I just have exposure on the camera very low. There you go. Look at that, Blondie.
Yeah, look at that. See?
Oh yeah, I see that. Ooh. Wait,
Yeah.
and so how did you charge it? You just put it in the front of the light?
I have this thing. It's a
Oh, yeah.
UV lamp.
Oh, yeah, that's what.
UV lamp.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah, he had that little thing.
So boom, 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 and even on the bezel.
I want that. That's cool.
Yeah. That's the SD43, guys. That's sex. Fucking Rolex at its highest level,
That's
I believe.
chromalite.
Yeah, but look at the entire structure of the watch.
That watch is just
Outrageous. Yeah.
It's outrageous.
Yeah. Especially for
That's a sub on steroids. I hate
Yeah.
that term, but it is that's what it is.
You know what it's like? It's when you see sharks like tiger sharks and they have a certain form, and then you see an actual great white and he looks all fat, like his chin.
Look at that shit. It's crazy. See, that's what it's supposed to look like. Yours does that. You've got chromalite on yours.
I'm
for
getting,
sure.
I'm getting it in baking.
Don't put it over the fucking flame.
No. I would never. Retarded. Wow. That's cool. I need to get. Wait, you said they're not available, Dirk? You can't get these?
I haven't been able to find one. Nick offered to
Really?
send me one. I was like, just tell me where you. And I went on eBay, on Amazon, and I couldn't find it. Maybe I
Really?
just wasn't looking for the keywords correctly. UV flashlight.
You know what?
800.
3 UV. Look,
Tree.
3 UV.
3 UV. Okay.
By Olight.
OLED.
OLIGHT. Olight. They're not cheap. They're like $15, $20 a pop.
I
Look at
thought
this big fucking motherfucker.
Dwayne Reed would have them in the toothpaste aisle, for the tooth whitener. Those little
I have
tooth
those
whiteners
too. They're great. They work
Wait.
perfectly.
Can I just use that too? Yeah.
The thing you put in your mouth.
The tooth whitening devices are the ones that's UV light. Yeah. Yeah. But they don't have them here in the Dwayne Reed or the CVS. I looked.
Because they're big money items, big ticket items. I don't know.
They're big ticket items.
Travis, you're right. Olight.
I was on Nick. I was on Amazon. Maybe I just wasn't looking correctly, but the time's okay. I will search that out. So you said 3 UV. I will look that up.
3 UV. Yeah.
Let me see.
I ordered a couple of them. I was sent a bunch from a fan, and it was great. It was such a great gift. And then the things go missing. You lose them all over the place. So then I wound up like buying more of them.
You use the word torch. Oh, look, there.
Oh, sugar. What was the name of that song, guys?
Oh, there they all are. Look at there. I was looking in the wrong. I didn't type that in. There's a million of them. I'm ordering one right now.
Old.
Wow, that's very cool.
And you have fresh loom on your dial, dude, on your hands, right? You can.
I have fresh loom on, not on the dial. The not on the dial. Yes, the hands. No.
Oh, okay. Your hands
are original.
That's kind of cool, anyway.
Yeah.
Then you can't read the time in the middle.
That's
of the
okay.
night.
It's not.
Yeah. Olight discontinued them, I believe. You can find them on eBay. Yeah, you might be right.
For $1 million.
$1 million. S3 is SD43. I can't even speak anymore. It's so late. A sleeper. Yeah, maybe it is. Maybe it is. Are you loving the SD43, guys?
Ugh,
it's like, on me, it looks like a sub.
No,
this is what a sub. It's a little thicker.
It's thicker, man. I mean, it looks like a sub, but a very substantial one at that. If you were like a little Asian boy, it would look like a sub.
Right, exactly. It's for a smaller wrist. A sub looks completely crazy, but on me, it doesn't look weird at all.
Yeah,
it doesn't overstretch my wrist in any way. Yeah.
That's why I couldn't wear the super case. I just don't like the way it looks. I've tried them on. I'm like, meh. I like the sub before it went all super Casey. For me, but I like
yeah,
it
you're a
little bit too.
vintage guy. Yeah.
I
Look
like
at that
this.
fucking hunk of
That's
steel. Shit. Come
look
on.
at the clasp on that fucker. Arr.
Yeah. It's a monster.
Look
22
at that.
mils.
22 mils.
Yeah.
Jesus. Is that hook and beak or is that what is that?
It's everything. It's got
It's the whole shebang. It's got the trap
it's
case.
the whole
on it and
shebang.
everything. All right. Yeah.
I should put on different watches. Then we'll sign off. Let me give some watch porn. So
Do you have any Milgauss left?
Yeah, there's a Milgauss here.
Yeah.
Let me go through a bunch of watches. Let me give you
Milk.
guys something. You hung on, 140 of you hung on. Let me give you something to look at. So there's the AP.
Mhm. That bracelet.
By the way, these are all replicas he's wearing,
goes,
and they're available for him on
I
his
love
on
it.
his
I love
Chinese
it.
website.
Yeah. It's China SR bag.
There's look there, money shot.
That's a money shot. Yeah.
That's a money shot. Look, right? Beauty. That's a beauty. Meanwhile, this watch is worth the same as all the other watches you're about to see.
combined.
Yeah. Combined. And this is the gold. I'm not going to
Yeah,
fire up the balloon because it's old tritium and it's not going to last long. I'll try fire it up. You like that though?
Oh God,
Yeah,
that dial is. Oh no, dial is sick.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! No! No, there's
Walking in the
nothing.
sand,
Right,
dun-dun,
there's almost
walking,
nothing
hey,
to.
hey, hey, great song.
Let me see what else I got here.
Are you singing the original version or the Aerosmith version? Aerosmith did a great version, and I'm not an Aerosmith guy at all.
Oh, here's her favorite. Let me put her on. She still has a tag on as well. I'll give it some loom too. Why not? Just to. Too many watches in the gaff.
I could see it from the fucking edge when you turn sideways. The green glass.
Really? Really?
Yeah. Look at that thing. Oh God!
Was that the Milgauss?
Oh Lord! Jesus Christ Almighty! That's crazy.
You like that watch, don't you?
That.
I have a look at that. Look at that. Look at the green. Look at that. Look at that. Look at the way that sits on the dial. My God.
Yeah.
She's pretty watch.
She's pretty, man.
I would rock Milgauss, fucking my head high. Oh, high.
Yeah.
Sick. I love the Milgauss. Always stunning.
Yeah, it's just that dial is just.
Next I'll do an OP. Ooh,
that at Groundhog Day, that Aerosmith album is super underrated. That was the one that they did without Joe Perry. It's a great record. Rock in a Hard Place. Or was that Night in the Ruts? No, it was Night in the Ruts. Sorry, I'm wrong. It was Joe.
OP time. Boom, boom, boom. Classic.
Oh, yeah, she's beautiful. That's the rhodium dial?
That's a silver dial.
A silver dial. Yeah, Night in the Ruts. Yeah. I always forget. Look at that. Oh, God. That is unreal. Look at that.
What else do I got here?
I love the baton indices. I just love them. I just think they're beautiful.
Yeah, me too.
I love them.
Sticks.
They're classic. Yeah.
Sticks are great. I love that in the Milgauss
I
too.
love the sticks. They're gorgeous.
I love my sticks. That's what I got. I've got too many watches like a fucking gaff. Jesus Christ. Yeah. Oh, here's some interesting stuff. This is a no date. Oh, why do I have these in the house? Ooh, I shouldn't have these in the house. I'm going to the bank in the morning. First thing. Fuck. This, look, stickers and God. Protector. This is a 41 mil sub. The new sub.
No date.
No date.
Oof.
With stickers on. Fuck. This is an investment piece.
Jesus.
Yeah, you're like, now I understand.
No, I do. I understand the subject. Yeah. And I love the no date because I hate the Cyclops. I'm not a fan of the Cyclops at all.
And you know what I have right next to it? Exactly that.
Yeah.
The one with the Cyclops.
Yeah. But I do like a Rolex with a roulette date dial. I do like those. And that's only found on oysters, right? Only on OPs, the roulette dial with the red or the black.
The roulette date, you mean?
Yeah, the roulette date. I love it.
No, that's also on the turnograph.
Oh, it's on the turnograph, right?
Yeah.
Of course. Yeah.
Tell me, it's not monumental. Don't you understand sub love?
The no date is pornographic to me. It's just beautiful. Look at that thing. Oy.
Fucking yeah, right? Fucking yeah.
I want to massage its
I have the
piece.
same thing with date right next to it, so I'm not going to pull that out. Why do I have so many watches in the house? What else is here? Let me go through them.
Change this light bulb from my app. Isn't that weird?
You change your light bulb?
Yeah, from the app, I can change the hue. Isn't that wild?
Oh, you have one of those controllable things?
I just got it for the first, like a few weeks ago, but I haven't really played around.
You can set at the temperature of the...
Yeah, like
Oh.
night. There's like all these different. I haven't even explored these. There's
What is
so
that?
many-
Nest? What makes that?
This particular one is like Philips Hue light bulb, I think. Okay, relax.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh.
I like that.
Dimmed.
Oh.
What's glitz and glam?
Oh.
Oh,
It's very glamorous.
Friday night.
This is called Lovebirds.
Lovebirds. Is that I won't ask what that's for.
Lovebirds. There's swans. That's cute. And it gives you like the colors that's great. And you can put create routines and set. I really got it like
Wow.
my dog, like if I'm not here with if it gets dark, I mean I don't really have to worry about it. Now it's summer, but regardless, if it's gonna get dark, I can turn on the light from
From a distance. Yeah, that's nice.
or
Okay,
just-
here's some more watches, guys. Sorry. I'll just do the watch thing. I know it's awfully
Oh,
boring.
yes. I'll set the mood.
You happy with that, Dirk?
You sure? Well,
Yeah,
I didn't
you
know
like
you still had one of those.
An Aquaterra, of course.
Yeah.
I got my Golf.
Oh, the golf. Oh.
The green one is still in plastic wrapping, guys. If anybody wants to buy it, it's a beautiful watch.
Just so you know, I turned that down, so it could be yours.
Yeah, you did that exact one. Sophie's choice, as you call it.
That's what I said. It was Sophie's choice. How could you not go Speedmaster, though? Sorry, kids.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
How
You
could you
made
not?
the right choice.
Yeah.
Wait, very nice.
But the golf is exceptionally beautiful. I haven't looked at the prices on those in a long time. Have they gone up?
A little bit. The retail price on the Golf, on the the Aquaterra went up to 61 in euros from 57.
Okay. Yeah.
Good size for me, right?
Oh, it's perfect. That's because of the way that dial is laid out. Because the bezel is so short, so shallow.
Yeah.
You get more dial time with that thing.
You know what I got here as well? This is funny. I made that video about the palm fronds. Palm fronds. That was.
Do you have
so
a palm fronds
popular.
there right now?
I have a palm fronds right here.
I thought you got rid of it.
Fronds.
Palm
It's right here.
fronds.
There's the palm fronds.
You can't
Let me
put
stick
that
it
on.
It's
It's a tiny little
36
girl.
mil. It'll fit on me, but it's gonna look like it's gonna be tiny. Palm fronds.
Let me see it up close. Oh, it's pretty.
See
Oh,
the palm fronds?
hey. Well,
There was a time when that was the right size watch.
that was the only size watch
Oh,
for a
wow.
man. It looks good. It's got great lume on it. Oh, it does.
Right,
Yeah.
excellent loom.
Is that chromalite on that?
Of
It would
course.
be.
Of
Yeah.
course. It's a palm
Now
frond.
that is that a fully polished bracelet? It is, right?
No, center links.
Just center links like on the Milgauss.
Yeah, it's exactly like.
And is it hook and beak like on the Milgauss?
It's a simple hook and beak. Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. I like that.
Let's see what else we got here. Oh dear God, Oh, stop it. Okay, I have some bling bling now. Shit. I need to. Okay, this is crank in the morning immediately. How did this happen? This is about as elegant as it gets. Maybe next to a day date.
Oh wow. Look at that. Oh,
They
Lord.
just fluted Blue Dial
Jubilee.
Jubilee.
Wow, that is beautiful. What size is that? 36 as well?
41.
That's a 41? God,
Yeah.
it looks small on you.
Yeah, because the usual problem. I swear to God, I don't have fat arms. It's just
You don't. You have
I'm
big
just like
bones.
a magnified human being. That's all. You just zoom in, and that's me.
Wow,
not
that's a
a weight issue.
41. Wow. What the hell
Just
was that?
rocking out the music. I love it. Just fucking rocking out. I love it.
I was trying to put on that fucking that crazy song by Kenny Rogers. It's so trippy.
That's gorgeous. Look at that thing. That bracelet is.
The sparkle.
Yeah, it's super sparkly.
Look. Jesus. You want to, you wear a silk shirt or a nice suit or something. This is interesting. This is a 40 mil no date. This is the no date. I just wore a no date, but it was a 41. This is a 40 mil no date. Why is that comment highlighted?
Because it's a Bill Evans. He's a new guy. We love his name, Bill Evans, greatest piano player of all
History
time.
of Stereo. Yeah, I'll get on. Yeah.
Figured you'd want to know.
Sure. Pull it down for a sec because I'm doing
Sure, of course, yeah.
So that's the 40 mil.
Wow.
Do you prefer that?
Well, I prefer that for me.
Right. I swear to God, the 41, the 40 mil, there's a very slight difference.
Is it very slight?
You're more into the pre-ceramic.
Yeah, I mean, but that still looks pretty good. Yeah.
Like this is the one I have to give to my brother.
Yeah, that's the one he wants. Yeah. That's the
his
watch.
favorite watch. Nice,
Yep.
yeah.
It's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
Okay, I'll finish off whatever I've got. Sirio comes from my friend who he's is son of a famous architect here, Mauri D'Agostini, and his son is Pardide, weird name, Pardide D'Agostini, and he's odd guy. He loves Pink Floyd and Led Zeppelin. He get on great with Blondie, and he did a big series of illustrations with that guy Sirio. That's the end of the watches, I think. Yeah, thank God. Thank God. What am I finishing with? And he was selling off some art during lockdown. I bought a bunch of stuff off him, and he made one sculpture using Sirio, the guy from the painting. He's in a ton of paintings, this character. He finally decided to make him three-dimensional. He made a sculpture of Sirio, and I bought it. And it's one of one. I've had two people reach out to me saying they'll pay whatever it takes to have a Sirio.
Wow.
So I've reached out to him. I haven't heard back from him, which is not unusual because he's such an odd, weird, artistic type. To make
bill.
Yeah, right. Let me bring you guys back in. Hey, Blondie, what are you doing? Watching TV?
No, I was putting on that song, but it doesn't sound good from here. That weird trippy. Can you pull it up? It's so good.
If we pull it up, we'll get demonetized, but okay.
Oh, really? Oh, right. Okay, sorry. Don't pull it up. Don't pull it up.
Don't pull it up, Timmy.
Is it just for songs, like watches, that's okay. It's songs you cannot sell or like that people own. You can't play.
I like the surprise. That's fucking awesome. Okay, so I got a message from Dana because I was trying to get Dana in. Oh, she's in Palm Springs.
Oh, she's in Palm Springs. She's coming to New York Tuesday.
Figure out the big space.
She is?
Yes.
Sorry.
She's coming to New York on Tuesday. So,
Wow,
We'll be,
you're gonna hang out?
yes, of course. Absolutely.
Let me get through the
Here for 10
comments
days.
here. 10 days she's gonna be there. Wow.
Yeah, she's got conferences.
In Palm Springs?
No, she's coming to New York. She's in Palm Springs for pleasure, right?
Oh, leisure?
For
No,
leisure.
yeah,
She's on the
whole
leisure.
family- the whole
A
family
leisure.
are there. Emmett brought the kids down.
A
as well.
whack a leisure.
I thought Emmett was gigging.
Yeah, he's gigging. I think he's arranging the kids down there.
Oh, okay, great. Oh, that's good. Excellent.
Well, Nick Nicola is like, glad you found being on both channels was doing my head. TWC runs a few seconds behind. Wow. Okay. So one channel and the other channel. Nice. I just got really excited. I got some really nice news, Dirk. Oh, it's a
From
good
who?
night. It's just a friend coming to see me. So
Is that right? Oh, okay.
Yeah. So what's this?
I have no idea who that could possibly be.
235 Detroit Spartan. Is that a reference? Dude, do you have that fucking Detroit Spartan? Do you have that watch that's in your avatar? Because that is one of my grails.
Oh God.
That's the watch I was supposed to have. Jesus.
Oh, you were supposed to have that.
Oh, I should have that watch right now, but I turned it down for something else. Oh,
I do like that ice blue day date with the diamond stick indices. That's beautiful. It's $108,000.
Yeah, because it's platinum.
It's platinum.
Oh,
yeah.
it is? Oh,
Yeah,
good.
it is one of the most sexiest things I've ever seen in my entire life. It's platinum. It's got an ice blue dial, and the stick indices are diamonds. And I don't like jewels, but you can't tell. They're just
platinum.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm putting on an AP.
It's so heavy.
Fuck all this shit. I'm above it. I don't care. AP rocking it.
No, you're
forget Rolex. Who gives a shit about Rolex? Boom.
No, you're
now we have the aesthetic of a diver, a deep sea diver from the 1930s, or a submarine or something, right? Isn't that what they were based on? Gerald Ginta. What are we gonna do? Are we gonna keep talking, or are we gonna fucking sign off?
I think we should. We've been on for quite a while.
Forever, right?
We've been on forever.
You don't want to shark, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I'm going to show you this thing right now, though, real quick. So, even though I suck at this, I'm gonna.
Ray says, "Have I said I love you guys?" Hey, Ray.
Mm-hmm.
Staying up with us late, huh? 3:42. I was getting messages from Archie. Come over.
Well, you might too.
I love you.
No, fuck after last night.
No, after last night.
Oh, after last night, yeah.
Not so much.
I mean, he's got to learn how to protect the team, man. You know.
I know $100 isn't worth it to fucking
like it's so silly. Like what
dump
you don't
me around like I'm one of his little fucking
would he
cohorts.
do that? Like mute him for fucking like no.
Archie, we love you, but your peanut gallery leaves something to be desired.
He knows that. He knows
he knows that. He knows.
He knows he fucked up. I know. He's
all right. You should go there and be ambushed by the amateurs. That's not right. Right. This is not the forum for that. Archie, you are the goat of all goats, man. And love and respect to you, my friend. You're fantastic, but you know, you'll get nothing but hugs and kisses over here every time.
I love you, Archie.
Been watching that guy for how many years have we been loving Archie Luxury? Forever.
3 years, maybe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I met him
love you.
before the pandemic.
Yeah, I don't know. You want to know what it is? Those guys get on there and e-beg for him.
Yeah, that's what they do. Yeah.
But it works because they're like, today we're trying to get an explorer for Petra or whoever. Come on, send your super chats. Wait, O'Malley. Did Frat Boy try to charge you 100 and be featured on the stream? What does that fucking mean?
No, it wasn't that.
Oh, I see what you're saying. It was to mute you. All right. Well, isn't that nice? Was $100 worth the silence?
Was it worth it?
You were silenced for
Silence, and now
$100.
I don't feel like going back on the stream. And
Yeah,
blah,
you
blah,
went
blah.
on for him
Great.
as a
That's
favor
cool.
to him.
I don't go onto Archie to fucking promote my channel.
Right.
If anything, I'm like, I'm risking.
Right.
I'm risking fucking ruining whatever I have built, whatever.
Exactly.
I just go on anyway because I'm reckless and careless, and he should fucking be happy.
There's a lot.
And he is, but
Fuck,
unfortunately, his
appreciate
cohorts who are nobodies are just.
Except for Diego is a great guy, and I like Bear. I got a soft spot for Bear. He knows his shit.
Although I have to say one thing about
What do you
Diego,
have?
I invited Diego onto the Einbashers tonight, and he said
Oh,
no.
nice.
Oh, did he say no?
Birthday.
Said no.
It's his birthday this weekend.
I know, but he was on earlier with Tim. I was like, "Well, you can't spare a moment to go on a way larger channel and talk about?" Okay, man.
He's not promoting anything. He's not.
I know he was. Yeah, I wanted to talk to him about his new
purchase.
Yeah, and
Maybe
there
he
were
will.
a number of interesting things he came out with about his AD purchase. Things that his AD said that were, to me, they were paramount. They were very, very interesting.
Yeah,
I
watched that part last night.
Essential points.
Yeah.
And I tried to ask him about them last night, but I didn't know I was muted. So I was like, really, Diego? Oh, that's very interesting. Did she really say that? And everybody just kept going on, super chat. And I was like, oh shit, I'm fucking muted. Great.
Yeah. Well,
I can't wait to come back here. Anyway.
Sad but true. What can you do?
Yeah,
those are the guys that suck the Timepiece Gentleman off and fucking Nico and all those.
You should take it as a compliment.
Yeah, I do. I totally do. But all I do is I go in to help Archie. That's all I'm doing.
They were,
I came on to Tim earlier just to help out. Why not give Tim a fucking boost?
Tim, you've been a fan and a real help to Tim since the get-go.
I have, and I will continue to be.
I know you will. Like you've done for many a channel. Watch Gringa, so many.
Shit, man. Do you remember the band years?
Sure.
Van Halen didn't have to say, "What do you think of Mr. North?" Buy their CD. Round of applause.
Did Sammy Hagar say that on stage?
Sammy Hagar said that on stage.
Fuck
in the middle of the set. What do you think of Mr. North? Great band. The guys, buy their CD. He didn't have to say that.
He didn't.
Other bands did that.
He's a righteous cat, though, Sammy Hagar.
Yeah.
I'm through and through David Lee Roth, but I like him as a man.
Right. So I
like my Van Halen with Dave.
If we made it to that point as a band, I always said, we're gonna fucking help the small bands.
Absolutely.
And we never made it. We never sold 1 million records or 10 million records or whatever. We never did that. So now that I'm like, no big deal, whatever. But in the watch world, I have a bigger channel, a respected channel. I'll help the small channels. Of course I will. And it doesn't help me in any way. I've gotten lots of emails. Oh, you push watch Gringa, but she's not helping. What's in it for you? I'm like, there isn't anything in it for me.
You're not doing it because there's something in it for you. It's not
that's point. What charity is for. That's what graciousness is for.
That's what Sammy Hagar did.
After anything. I'm just fucking trying to give people a hand up. Jesus Christ.
Do you know what's funny about how Rush always go on and on about how great Kiss was to them, and then Rush never had an opening act?
Yeah, because how can you open for Rush?
I mean,
you can't.
You could. You could. I mean, you could, but they didn't do it. I remember I don't think I've ever seen. I saw them starting in moving pictures, and they never had an opening act.
No, they never did.
No.
How could you do that though?
Well,
They're
I
not
mean,
one of those bands you can open.
that's like, how could you open for Genesis or opened up for Yes or any of these
Yeah.
great bands that
Yeah.
are just so musically superior to everyone?
I don't know
But
if you can.
you just do. I mean, how many guys opened up for Eddie Van Halen and nobody could shine that guy's shoes?
I know. I don't know what the hell we were doing opening for those guys.
But
But
still,
we
how
did get
cool is
standing
that?
ovations. We got
How cool was that?
standing ovations. Here's the big problem. People would start, the lights would go down and everyone would start cheering, thinking it was them, but it wasn't. It was us. So after a few gigs, I said to the stage manager, "Can
Don't
you
do
not
it.
turn the lights off?
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Don't do
Let
it.
us go. Let us go up on the stage with
Right.
the house lights on.
And
We'll
then
start playing. Now lower
Yeah.
the lights slowly,
Ah, man.
so
Right.
people know.
It's all right. You get everybody
Yeah.
excited. They get pumped. And they
Few
go.
gigs.
They might
Because they
get
all
the.
start screaming, and then it's like a disappointment.
Wow.
And you're like, your first 30 seconds of your first song is like a weirdest, most awkward feeling you've ever had in your life. I'm like, can you not do that? He's like, okay, I got it. How do you want me to do it? I'm like, okay, let us walk up. We'll start playing and then lower the lights. And then everyone knows that it's not fucking Van Halen. And they can just go back and get, hot dogs if they want. Or they can hang around and watch our gig. Anything but, oh my God, here it is. There's a big boat. No, it's a bunch of Irish guys,
Right.
Although I have to say, fucking Colin always abused that thing. Hi, we're Mr. North from Dublin, Ireland. And he fucking milked that shit because people would
That's
applaud
very
for
smart.
that. You're from
Todd
Dublin,
Compasori
Ireland.
used to yell at me. He said, I want you to say every single time we're Hitmen from New York City, and you always say, good evening, blank. And I used to never do that. And Todd used to yell at me and say, what are you going to say? What are you going to say? Always say where you're from. Saying we're Mr. North from Dublin, Ireland. That's fucking money.
Yeah, it's money. We're from Dublin,
We're
Ireland.
exotic.
That was we're from, or they hear you too. That's what they hear when they hear that.
Right.
By the way, my brother Aaron just corrected us. Last opener for Russian Roll Bones Primus.
Hi, Aaron.
And of course they were big.
Your real
They
brother?
were big fucking Primus fans.
They're touring. They're touring
Claypool or whatever his name was.
Farewell to Kings right now. Primus is on tour right now doing a Farewell to Kings in its entirety. It's musically good, but vocally horrific, of course.
Groundhog Day. That's exactly the feeling. Yeah, it is Van Halen. Oh, Mr. Norton, never mind. That was exactly the feeling. So I'm like, stop doing that. Please stop doing that. All right, let's get off the air.
Yeah, let's do it.
Thank you, everybody.
Thanks, everybody. Thanks for a fun Saturday
fucking
night.
good night.
Thanks, Blondie. Thanks for bringing your feminine wilds and fun insight and your beautiful watches.
She's super fun.
She's a party in a box. Thanks, love.
Mind.
Minute by minute by minute by minute.
Interpretive dances to follow.
777 someone new.
Impersonation. You're coming out with them tonight, man.
Going on the things that you wanted to say. Somehow, somewhere.
By the way, the best ever. Photomar.
Oh, Photomar Piguet.
There's my Photomar Piguet.
Fraudemar.
I got
No, it was
Fraudemar.
It's Fraudemar Piguet.
Fraudemar Piguet. I got on the beach.
Get on the beach in Brazil.
Yeah, I was on the beach. I bought 2 pieces of coconut and this for $50 for Fraudemar Piguet. It's not worth $100,000.
No, it's not. It's worth $50. It's a Royal Maple.
Are we still live?
No, we're getting off.
We're in the after?
We're leaving.
No.